So, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Jay the Great here. Welcome back to another stream here today. Let me know if I'm too loud. I turned up my volume, so because I kind of sounded low in the last stream. But yeah, we got through just a very eventful stream last week. You guys know, I got Batman here. Shinobi's busy,
You.
so he'll be back next week. We actually have some things to discuss as far as our pod as well. We'll bring that up. We'll wait for more people to come in though. Hope
Yes,
everyone's
sir.
doing well. Of course, by the way, I should have this up already. If you haven't already, one fucking second, my soundboard is not up yet. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the fucking like button. And if you haven't, it greatly helps us in the algorithm. Definitely much appreciated by the way, folks. Thanks for all the support in the last stream. We gave you guys some entertainment. It was time of the smoke. So we guys we did a lot of eventful things took place. We tried to give you like a grand finale. I'm not gonna get into it again, but we tried to give you that grand finale. Just didn't happen.
What's the energy?
Yeah, facts. So we hope you guys are doing well. We got a lot to discuss. Feel free to ask about the Hebi Sasuke agenda video I made. If feel free. You can also ask about my scaling in that video. I can, the video's out, so I can get I didn't want to give it up before, but sort of like the debunk part of the video can be discussed now. So feel free to ask about that or anything at all. A lot of things happening. So, what's up, guys? What's going on, Sir Goats? What's going on, brother? King of Discussions here. What's going on, Mikas? Christian Gamer, what's up, man?
Yo.
Happy Bar, what's going on, brother? Jay, if soccer isn't on the next thumbnail, I'm sending my goons to teach you a lesson. Fucking
Oh my
soccer.
God.
She just doesn't have that aura, man. I can't have her ass on no thumbnail.
Hey, speaking of Naruto though, you transition this shit to Boruto. I started watching the Code arc though, and that shit is goated, bro. Anime wise, you name
Facts.
I know it's not finished, like it's gonna leave off on a cliffhanger, unfortunately, but because the manga's way ahead, they're even like in time skip, like Shippuden type shit.
Yeah.
But no, it's really fucking good, dude. And what's even like crazy for me is just how like insane of Karma 2 amp that shit is, bro.
Dude, that
because
shit
like
is.
Boruto,
Right.
starts fighting Code, he's getting his ass whooped. Then he goes to Karma 1. Now he's like basically beating Code, but Code's at least relative. But then Code goes Karma 1. Now he's beating Boruto's ass again. And then Boruto pushes his karma even further to where he taps into more of Momoshiki's power. It's kind of like him getting KCM in a way, basically. But it's not Momo controlling him, it's him instead. But even then, like that's still not enough. It was some crazy shit. Like he was
that's
doing
when it
some
starts
massive fucking rising dawns, you name it. Like it was crazy, but it still wasn't enough. Like Code was still doing his thing. And then basically Momoshika's like, hey bitch, if you don't switch to me, you're dead. You know what I mean? So then he did that. And he went to Karma 2, and bro, he's just cracked.
Oh, when
He's
Momo inhabits him, he's fucking like no one can really fuck with him. Yeah, the only guys that would probably be able to fuck with him would be like fucking Jigen or some shit.
Bro, that man did like a fucking rising dawn or like some this weird fucking bullet shit too, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, he's cracked as fuck. What's going on? What's going on, Prodigy? I saw you in TG stream. Shout out to the boy TG as well, man. I was talking to him a bit in that stream. Shout out to the boy. Shout out to Sage. Shout out to all those guys. What's going on, Seal? What's going on, Butter? What's going on, Butter? I saw the new Godzilla movie and it was fantastic. Dude, they've been killing it with those Godzilla movies, like Godzilla Kong and all that shit. It's been like, even as far as box office reception, the ratings have been very high just from like a statistical standpoint. So they've been killing it with that shit. Like they found a new model for Godzilla, like films. How we doing today? We're doing pretty good, brother. Lots to talk about. Like I said, feel free to ask about the Hebi Sasuke agenda. I think I came out with a debunk that no one really has came up with as far as like the scaling. Hebi Sasuke speed. I don't think anyone's really like constructed that sort of like empirical way to approach it. Not even from a narrative standpoint, but just like from a logical, like not mathematical. Well, it's arbitrarily mathematical. It's not like definitive, but it's pretty mathematical. So it was a pretty good, debunk. Why was Hebi Sasuke become such a meme? First it was Kakuzu and Tobirama. I think because shout out to Daigo. When Daigo dropped that video,
Daigo. That's why he exploded because Daigo he took it.
Yeah, he ignited that because it was kind of a thing, but it wasn't like to that level.
It wasn't known.
But he ignited like a fucking firestorm. So shout out to him though, regardless whether we disagree on that. Oh, $10 from Prodigy. Come on, brother. Yes, sir. TG the GOAT. I love to troll him. Hey, TG's a real one, man. He fucking shout out to the boy, man. Appreciate the $10.
I'm
YCA.
Grind, man, making
that boy's on the grind.
he keeps
That boy's
fucking
on the
taking
grind,
fucking
bro.
topics I want to do during part 1 and shit.
Yeah.
If it ain't TG, bro, then it's fucking Daigo Night that's taking a
Daigo's on
fucking
the
topic I want
grind,
to do,
bro.
bro.
Yeah, those guys
Like, bro,
fucking
they're just
grind.
quick to it, man.
Yeah, those boys grind. You gotta give him that. Whether you agree with Daigo shit or not, that guy's on the grind all the time. That's a fact.
Cause I did a Choji with pills like versus the Sound 5 recently. I'm gonna be posting that soon. What's it called? But I was originally gonna do Lee, but then TG already did that shit. I'm like, God damn you, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a good topic too. It's a good like in
Yeah.
general. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a few videos of Batman has coming out too. I dropped a couple. I'm probably gonna drop an official Boruto chapter review. You can feel free to ask me about that because the spoilers are out. Spoiler alert, by the way, if anyone wants to ask me about that. I'm gonna drop an official review because a lot of you guys asked me in the comments. By the way, so. But yeah, if you want to ask about the chapter, if any spoiler alert, by the way, just in case someone asks. But yeah. The Boruto chapter was fire. Hima about to become a menace. Yeah, so Himawari, again, spoiler alert, has Kurama within her. She had that sort of power up like Kushina used to when her hair would go up. Just like Kushina, it's definitely like a tribute to her and referencing like her power up when she would like have the nine tails like emerge from her chakra wise. So it was really cool to see that. Now I'll say this as far as power scaling wise, if she even stands a chance against fucking Jura, the Shinju, who fucking one-shotted Kawaki, then that Ninetales amp is the biggest amp we'll
We've
ever
ever
see.
seen.
Ever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ever.
that for someone to be a little kid that can't even fuck with like a Jonin, to fucking, let's say she does compete with Jura, that's the biggest amp since like Baryon mode, bro.
Well,
That's
even if she's
massive.
like she doesn't even have to be equal. If she's even relative to
Relative.
even gods or any like that, then that's
Yeah.
just insane.
That's cracked. And she's not even in like that unless she gets a new type of form. She's not in that orange mode yet, like a
I think
KCM.
what
She's
that
like,
would further emphasize too, Jay, is that
yeah.
whenever a Biju reincarnates, that it gets way more powerful than the other one before.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
that's the only that would make any sense. Like
That
that's the
would,
only
yeah,
logical. Like
exactly. Yeah, that would like genetically, like as like it reincarnates to get stronger. That would at least make it make
or
sense.
it's either that or two, because Naruto, when she was conceived, technically he did have six paths back then. So
Yeah,
maybe like the whole
you'd
six
argue that.
paths type, reincarnation with Kurama, that's also further, But again, it's vague because they don't have like we're waiting for further information. But either way, it has to be one of those two things. Like that's the only thing that makes
Yeah,
sense.
facts.
If it is,
There's people on
if that's the
Twitter.
case.
Yeah, people on Twitter are like, oh my god, she's stronger than Naruto ever was already. I'm like, well, I mean, we haven't seen her fight yet. Firstly, she just got it. Like she's about
Yeah,
the chapter ended.
she's technically what it's already cracked as well. If you guys
Yeah.
watch, I can't speak for the manga because I haven't read all the manga yet. I'm doing that right after because I'm on like the last two episodes of the Boruto anime. But in the anime, she was at least relative to low Kage or Jonin level motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like people that Boruto and Kawaki can fight on a norm. She was already able to fight those people with her Bakugan. She loses to them, but she's at least able to go blow for blow and beat him up, but then loses in the end. So she was already scaling around where Boruto and Kawaki is, which that's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, she's gifted.
She's a Genin,
Yeah,
So
she has like that mental amp that she gets, and she gets like really high level, like fucking
the Byakugan, yeah,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
She was able to one shot Naruto, like
yeah, one shot him and Kurama.
Overall, like she's always been cracked. Like she's kind of like a Minato / Neji fusion.
Yeah. Oh shit! Look who's back. It's Alexa, Team J. Alexa's returned with the bag.
She said she locked in, bro.
She got that fucking lock and key. Appreciate it, Alexa.
She said, keep the key under the mat. You already know.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, we haven't seen Alexa in one of these streams in a minute.
Yeah,
appreciate it, Alexa. Let me put that on the screen right quick.
Hey, but remember, Jay, you're gay. Remember?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was like, hey, I'm, but apparently I'm gay. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Yeah, that's just, I'm not gonna lie, that gay shit is funny. I'm not even gonna lie. Appreciate it though, Alexa. Let me find out Jay got that godly riz. Hey, bro, I'm not even gonna say anything, but I got something, got something.
Hey, we be having the moments, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, let's be all real. Even if you're a 10 out of 10 fucking high tier guy, you're still struggling in that department. But hey,
facts.
Yeah,
facts. you know, Jean got done dirty. Oh man, dude, I'm glad you brought that up. Spoiler alert again, man. Someone's already dead. One of the Genin has already been eliminated. Jean got fucked up by Jura. He killed him point blank range. He didn't even give a fuck. Gone.
Wait, he killed one of the side characters?
Yeah, he killed Inojin, fucking
Oh wow.
Ino's fucking son.
I'm not
Just
gonna lie, I didn't really give that much of a fuck about him, but like, but at the same time, that's pretty insane because
that's
they've never
crazy.
done that in part one
Dude, I was
Naruto for some.
shocked. Oh shit, 20 bucks from Sir Goats. God damn,
Yeah,
we got the donations go
fucking
crazy
crazy.
today.
What the fuck?
Shoosh.
I
Appreciate it,
thought
Sir Goats.
I saw it. I saw fucking Naruto. Like I literally had to click like avoid his post because that motherfucker. If I don't,
Yeah.
he'll spoil shit for me. Like he's goaded,
Yeah.
but like I don't want to be spoiled. So like I'll have to avoid his shit. And then next thing you know, for somehow some way, it was on my YouTube again because the algorithm just be pushing his shit
Yeah.
out. But I see his fucking thumbnail and it's like Eno crying, holding it like her son's body, he's dead, like something like that. I'm like, no way that should happen. I'm
Bro.
like, you got like that better be
Dude.
one of your fucking your because I know he does videos where like he tries to predict the future and shit.
Yeah, he
You know what I
does.
mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's not like it could potentially not be legit. So I was like, I'm hoping that's not legit. But
Bro.
okay,
I
never
can't.
mind.
Yeah, facts. Like when I saw that shit, I was like, no way. That soon? Like fuck, man. You didn't give
The
him a
anime
chance
is
to.
probably gonna make that really depressing though. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
bro,
sure they will.
that shocked me. I was like, this is some JJK shit. Like people fucking
Yeah,
dying
they're going to
already.
JJK. Yep,
Like
yep.
Kishimoto must be reading fucking JJK or some shit. What the fuck? That was insane, bro. I'm not
You
gonna
know
lie.
what Kishimoto did? He's like, all right, you motherfuckers want to bitch my Boruto,
Yeah.
whatever. Fine, I'm gonna kill these motherfuckers
He's like,
now.
you think this is ass? I'm gonna start killing everyone. I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking, bro. Like he was on some gay type shit, like with him with JJK, killing everybody off and shit. Like, okay, you should think this shit is ass? Then start killing
And
people.
I'm gonna be honest, like, let's be real here. Like, to be fair, Kishimoto technically did it with Neji, but that was like way in the end. You know what I mean? No one
Yeah,
really
yeah, that
expected
was like
that.
Warwick. He's already an
Um,
adult.
and he also did it with Kakashi. But let's be real, they brought that motherfucker back because he was
Quick.
just way too
Yeah,
fucking
no.
popular to kill. Like, there's no
Yeah.
way that was gonna stay. So, but let's be real, like Inojin, he's not built like Kakashi, so
Yeah,
he's
no,
probably
no, no,
not
no.
coming back.
He's probably
He's
gone.
probably staying. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably wraps. But yeah, appreciate all the donos, man. God damn. That might be one of those streams, like that one stream we had. Appreciate that. What do you think of Pain's philosophy? Top 5 as far as villains in anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who has more aura, Madara, Itachi, or Sasuke, the last adult version? More aura? Man. Overall,
Between Itachi and Madara.
yeah,
Let's
between
be real.
Itachi and Madara, man, Itachi's aura is crazy, bro.
I know.
It's it's a
I
tough
see.
one.
It's kind of unfair because like it's technically Itachi, but then when you but Madara has way more feet, so
Yeah,
technically
he
it
has
would
more
be
feats
him.
and shit. Like him, like
Yeah.
him, like fodderizing the Shinobi
Like the
Alliance.
whole war arcs, yeah, like the whole war
Yeah,
arc stuff, like that was just that aura type, that was just legendary. But then again, Itachi could have done the same exact thing, but it's just he was
yeah.
dead. He
His,
was a
his
good
shit's
guy.
cold
So
because he doesn't even touch people. He like stares at them and they die. Like when Orochimaru like tried to
literally
fuck with him, he just like, bitch, don't
he
ever
stares
try that
at them, or
again.
he immediately
Yeah.
speed blitzes and shit, or just clearly on a whole other level the whole
Yeah,
time.
like Orochimaru just took a glance at him. He's like fucking getting sodomized by him. He's like, don't ever fucking touch me again. I was like, holy shit, like that's aura right there. But then Madara, obviously, slamming the whole entire alliance. Everyone's like fucking pissing themselves and shit. That's pretty crazy
Everybody,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna cry. Both those guys, you can make an argument for either side for either one. They're both having extreme aura. This is gonna be like the Saiyan invasion where everyone dies, bro. If Kishimoto goes that route, that would be insane. Like if he starts fucking killing people and stuff. He already killed Inojin, but
I'm gonna be honest, he might go that route just to change shit up and make it more darker because in the Pain arc, a lot of fucking people died, but they were all brought back. You know what I mean?
yeah, he could
So
try some shit like that.
he's basically gonna
Yeah,
do the Pain arc, but instead of it being a positive, it'll be dark this
yeah,
time.
like no one's coming back type shit. That
Yeah.
would be insane. I was pretty shocked when I saw that. He's always been annoying to me. I cracked a little smile when Inojin got bodied.
Damn.
He's not that important. Yeah, I'll give you that. He's not
I'm
like,
not gonna lie, like
yeah,
no, like I'm not gonna lie, my girlfriend, she didn't like him either. So
yeah.
there's like a certain point where she was talking about him and the other kid, the science kid. She was like, bro, if
Oh,
those
that
two
kid's
die,
fucking annoying as
like,
shit, bro.
my girl was so cold. Like she was like, if those two
Yeah.
die, I wouldn't really give a fuck. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
bro.
That bitch, that fucking that kid is so fucking annoying. The nerd kid. My
Deku
God, bro.
kid, I think. No, not
Yeah,
Deku.
like
Wait, is that his name? I don't know,
I
bro.
forgot his fucking name.
That's how trash he is. I don't even remember
Yeah,
his
I don't know
name.
fuck his name. All I remember every time I think about that fucking kid is him, that shit episode where he's building a fucking hot air balloon, and that's like the whole episode. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about
Literally,
this shit, bro.
there was another episode. It was like when they did the tuning exams again, and
Yeah.
he basically tries to build an Iron Man suit. Like
Oh yeah,
it was pretty cool and shit, but like
yeah,
he was over here like copying the Uchiha the whole time. Like he basically makes an Iron Man suit that gives him lightning style to increase his
yeah,
speed, and then has fucking goggles on that is a shotting gun basically. Like the man went full on copy Uchiha mode, like just to be relevant.
Yeah. Like fucking he was so ass. He's like, I'm not a ninja. I need help with robots. I'm like, you're a fucking ass, bro. You're so
Like
annoying.
Amato, he's at least fucking peak. I mean, he's
Yeah, facts,
crazy.
facts.
Like the guy is creating like insane fucking broken ass robots. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention. The code arc. Fucking bro, that bitch. They fucking showed this one chick. I already forgot her name, but like she can like make people fall in love with her and shit. You name it.
Oh, fucking Ida?
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
her brother came out. He could like if you have any intent to attack, he can reflect that back to you. These motherfuckers are broken, and then they were stated to be stronger than Jigen as well. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
That's fucking crazy. Those two, especially the toddler, bro. He's like fucking like I remember pre-time skip before the plot twist and Boruto. Boruto said like Damon's like, "You want to spar?" Boruto literally said like it'll take me lifetimes to catch up to you. I was like, "What the kid's like 5 years old, bro? What the fuck? It's
It's
insane." Like
insane. Like they're
uh
fucking cracked. Like when I saw them, I'm like, Amato, what the fuck were you doing, bro? Like like if
it's
you're
like
gonna make these motherfuckers, at least have like a fail switch, or something, like right,
they treat him
or
like
better yet,
shit
why did you
too.
not use those
Yeah.
motherfuckers against Jigen? Like what were you
It's funny.
doing?
It's funny that he built them and they treat him like shit. They're like, "Shut the fuck up, old man." Like, he
Like
built
now
you, bitch.
I do know their abilities don't work on Jigen. That was
Oh
stated
yeah,
as
yeah, no,
well. Like
no,
her
yeah,
love
no. He's
ability and the other guy. So
he's
and
immune.
because
Yeah,
she tried to do that to Jigen, but it didn't work or whatever.
yeah,
But they were still dealt with or whatever because they were a threat to Jigen. And Code, he had to be given limiters because he was also built different like them. So like in order so for him to not be over Jigen, because his
yeah,
combat was like on the same level as Jigen, whatever, and yada yada. So
yeah. Without
but it's just
limiters,
crazy.
yeah, those fuckers, all of them are cracked, honestly. Wait, Gojo's back. Oh, I'm glad you brought this up because this has to be discussed. It definitely has to be discussed. So, oh, wrong one, wrong one. When I saw the spoilers, man, it doesn't prove that he's back, but it proves the a possibility that Gojo is not Gojover and that he's a goat and that he's back. So I saw it everywhere, all over Twitter. People can argue the interpretation of like the moment as like, oh, this is more like a vision, or some people don't even think it's him. It's Kashimo, whatever. I'm not gonna lie, I'm biased as hell, and I hope he comes back. I get it. People are gonna say, well, it's gonna undo his death and like invalidate the sort of the legitimacy of that moment. But I'm fucking biased. I'm biased as fuck. I don't care. I want him back. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Yuji should be the knight in shining armor though. It'd be crazy if Gojo like comes in and like gets stronger and beats him or some shit. Sukuna, that would be insane. But I'm biased as fuck. I'm not gonna lie about it. I have no excuse. I hope he comes back. Haku's packing up Shishui. Ice mirrors go burr. Shishui? I don't know about that, but
Nah, Shishri slams that bitch.
yeah,
Come on, man.
she would never get the jump on him. Like if she tries blitzing him, she getting fucked up. Or
Like,
Koda.
bro, Shishri was so fucking fast. That motherfucker is like body foot. He was over here creating like fucking clones that can't even be like
Yeah, he has
touched. They could
he has
beat
like
you up
yeah, he
after
has like those
images. Yeah.
fucking like those after images, like fucking mirages of himself, how fast he is.
And he
Um
has Susano, Kodo. Like, come on.
yeah, facts. That guy's something else. Why is it Obito didn't consider Madara an ally? I think for a while he did, but once Naruto started like sort of inputting doubts into him in the war arc, he looked at Madara differently.
Yeah, and then
Um
Madara was using him. He also was
and
aware of
yeah,
that too.
yeah,
Like,
he was kind of
so
aware like of the manipulation when he got older and stuff. Yeah. Gojo ain't back. Y'all gotta let go. It's hard to let go, man, of the goat. It really is. But yeah, you might be
if
right.
there's any amount of evidence, circumstance, whatever the fuck it is, bro, that even hints he is, I'm automatically believe it. That's how desperate.
Yeah, yeah, bro. I'm
I don't give
biased.
a
I'm
fuck.
biased, man. I'm sorry. I'm just too biased for Gojo. I'm just too biased, bro. Perhaps like Toji, yeah. Yeah, some people were like theorizing that perhaps he gets like revived like Toji did, by that old lady during the Shibuya arc. That could happen. I mean, it's possible. Where's Shinobi? Oh yeah, he's busy today. Oh, but I'm glad you brought up Shinobi. So we're gonna give up what we're gonna do soon. So we're gonna start doing a webcam, like these streams, like you're gonna see our faces and shit, because unlike noodles and shit, we're not ugly as fuck. But we're gonna have webcams soon. As far as Shinobi, he's thinking. This is what we're thinking. Like, he gets to 100 subs on his channel, he'll turn his webcam on and he'll do a face reveal here. Um, or maybe you guys can convince him if you guys want to try. But that's up to him though. We'll let him decide like whether he wants to reach 100 subs before showing his face, whether someone donates to him whatever amount he wants, $50 or whatever. So yeah, that's basically what we're thinking. So webcam streams will start soon. But Shinobi might not show his face first because he wants, to reach that threshold and stuff first, I think.
And that's being nice because normally
Yeah,
content creators normally don't show their face till like they have 1,000 subs or more.
yeah,
So
facts. So that's a big thing. So everyone go to his shit, and all of you go subscribe to his shit right now, and come back here. Let's get his shit up to 100 ASAP. So that you can see his face as well, and we'll make it a whole thing. When his face when he starts its time, when that time comes, it'll be a lit stream. So Sushi would make Haku cough up her hormone therapy pills. Yeah, bro, facts. Oh my god, I'm gonna see y'all's pretty faces. Yeah, facts, bro. You're gonna see the Riz on camera. Sick Itachi versus the B that fought Taka. Itachi would slam. He would slam. If Gojo returns and he overshadows Itadori for another temporary moment, I'm going to be mad because it looks like Yuji shows back up, and then Gojo jumps back in front of him. That I do agree with that. That would kind of be like annoying, like to have Gojo take the spotlight again. Like if anything, have him fight alongside him or something. Not fucking like take over. He's like, I'll save the day and shit. I do agree with that, and I'm biased for obviously for Gojo. So as soon as Madara absorbed the Ten Tails, everything went downhill for him. He got outsmarted by Obito and Kakashi, almost got ethered by Guy, got cut in half by Sasuke, and then got backshots from Zetsu. Yeah, he had the entire world against him. It was Madara versus the world, So it's a tough situation. It's certainly a tough situation for him. He almost did it, almost, but then he got, Zetsu fucked him up. I mean I make that mistake with fucking Haku too. I call him her all the time. But yeah, folks, any questions at all? Gojo's the main character of Jujutsu Kaisen. Honestly, with his legacy, in a way, to a lot of people, he is. Even now, he's been dead for a few chapters, but like to most people, when they think of JJK, they think of Gojo or Sukuna, either one. Those are like the first faces that come to mind when you hear JJK. Sukuna and Gojo. Though Naruto lost the Nine Tails, imagine Naruto with a domain expansion. Naruto, I feel like the abilities that people have in JJK go with their personalities, like they align from a like symbolic standpoint. So Naruto's very strong-willed. So his domain expansion would be something like will manipulation, or I mean you could call it talk no jutsu, but like some shit like that, to where you're sort of bending to his will type thing, like a puppet type domain expansion. He'd be like a puppeteer or something like that. I feel like that would fit him. How did base tuning exam Naruto blitz Gaara Sand when the latter was trying to kill Lee in the hospital? He never showed speed feats that impressive before or after that moment. Gaara he did have a mental amp though. That would explain a lot of it. And I think he had like some Nine Tails chakra pouring into him, perhaps.
yeah, all the stuff against Gaara's transformation was like when he was like mental amps and whatnot. Like he was at least relative to a certain regard, like with his base form initially, because that's when he was like getting mental nerves and whatnot. But he wasn't on the same level.
Yeah, facts.
But and then like the only other best scene you have is like when he's in the hospital with Shikamaru and he's able to like punch Gaara in the face and get past his sand somehow. But then again, you could see that was also a mental amp because he was trying to protect Lee in the hospital bed. So
yeah, facts. What do you think Toji would do if he saw Sukuna was using his baby boy's body? Bro, Toji would go out on his shield. If he saw his son being manipulated, he's like, fuck it. I'm not gonna let you just handle my son's body. You're gonna have to kill me. Type shit. That's the type of guy Toji is. So he would die on his shield immediately. He's that kind of guy. Thoughts on if trans people should use their assigned at birth sex restroom, the gender they identify as restroom, or do we need a totally different restroom for transgender people? So I'll answer this, but it certainly is a controversial question. I'll say, in my opinion, it should stick to like the biological, the biological functionalities you were born with as far as restrooms. It's a touchy topic for sure, but I would say, what they were assigned at birth, I'd say, in my opinion. And for people that, don't like that, then maybe they should make like a separate bathroom. I know that's controversial, but that's what I would say. If Sage Kawato joined the Shinobi Alliance side with all of his Edos, how much better do they do versus Obito and Madara? So, Madara is so powerful. The tough part for Obito and Madara would be undoing the ability. But I'm sure Obito and Madara could come to the same conclusion that Itachi did. The only difference is the amount of enemies they'd have to get to Kabuto. Especially ones that can't die. Like they scale above, probably, especially Madara. He's the strongest Edo that was in Kabuto's possession, but it would just keep coming back over and over and over again. Like he'd be, even if he revives himself, he'll exhaust himself. They would have to use the Ten Tails. They would have to probably absorb the Ten Tails. Then they could get to him easier because of the scale, the gap in power. It'd be a tough task even for Obito and Madara if they literally had the entire world against them and it was just them two, with no Edos, plus the Edos going against them. They'd have to get the Ten Tails within one of them quickly to do that. Not to mention Naruto attempting to talk no jutsu Obito on top of that. And he might end up switching sides like he did in the original narrative. So it'd be a pain for sure. But yeah, folks, any questions at all? And is it possible for Toji to be a threat to Sukuna? Honestly, no one's ever really been a threat to him besides Yuji. Honestly, he's just way too dominant. Like an actual threat. How much do I got to donate for a Toji versus Sukuna video? I need Toji to get over Sukuna. Oh, you mean like you want me to like advocate for that? I can create arguments. For a video where I'm like making like purposely arguing for Toji. I'd say 150. I'd do it. I'm not like Seth and shit asking for like bans. $150 I'd do it, or 150 I should say. And I'll rat, fuck it, type shit. 150, I'll rat all day. Thoughts on the Diddy video leak? Dude, I'm not really surprised. I think Diddy has a lot of skeletons in his closet that are just coming out now. He must have pissed off the wrong people or something. He's a powerful person as far as money.
Man, getting that Seth treatment.
Yeah, he's getting that Seth treatment right now. He has that video of him beating up Cassie or some shit, whatever her name is. Does not look good. Federally, he's in trouble. From a legal standpoint, what that indicates is they call it the legal term for, I believe, is interstate commerce. Like when you're trafficking, under it. Once you're dealing with underage individuals, that's when it becomes federal, especially if you're going like you're traveling to different states with these victims. So he's in some deep shit from a legal standpoint. Like there's actual probable cause to at least investigate him, enough to get him arrested or get raided, like he was by the feds. So he's in legitimately deep shit. So, and that video did not help. It's just more incriminating, and it sort of like speaks to his character and his nature. So like during a trial, if it goes to trial, I'm not sure if it has or hasn't, but if it has or is, they're going to use that against him too, to like incriminate him further and make him look more malicious as a person, to further prove like his malice or his criminal activity. Now you gotta rat. Just do a video with Toji and Sukuna. I'll bet I'll send you the 150 for next week. Hey, I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, for sure. I'll send you my so it'll be easier. I'll send you my fucking Cash App or whatever on Discord. I think we're friends on Discord. I got you though. I'll make that shit.
Oh, I almost forgot. When it was exposed that Amato gave Kawaki his arm in order to give back the karma again.
Yeah.
What's it called? What do you think? Was that ever explained in the future why he gives Kawaki the karma again, or no? He just did it because like to help out with the other people, like Code and shit.
I think so. The way like Amato's very deceptive and like vague about shit. He explains it. He says like, "Oh, I gave him back his power so he could be like an asset." The way he kind of like explains it, it seems he's like implying that he has control over Kawaki, like he has like a failsafe, perhaps.
Gotcha, because it's not like Jigen, it's red.
Yeah, it's not like it's like artificial. Like he engineered it. Dude, honestly, Amato could do whatever the fuck he wants. Like he could make karmas.
Batman.
Yeah, he's Batman. Let's go. Yeah, I got you, Prodigy. 150, I got you. I don't need no bans or nothing like that. I'll make the Toji vs Sukuna video. I'll try to it'll be lit for sure. But yeah, going back to the Amato's is so calculated, so calculated, bro.
Things would have got really bad. Things would have got really fucking bad.
He's like he can make cyborgs that are above Jigen level. He can make karmas again from scratch. It's just so much shit this guy could do. Like like I get his real goal is his daughter, right? That's the whole thing was, oh, my daughter's gone. I was trying.
Making a bunch of Delta cyborgs that are at least
Yeah,
relative to holding back Naruto.
exactly. Like the guy, like if he was really, this is why I don't really see him as a villain, because if he was really that malicious and like sinister, he would build a fucking army of killing robots that right now no one would be able to fuck with except
And
like,
he would slam any nation. He would
yeah,
rule
any
everything. Yeah,
nation. So
literally.
you could,
Yeah.
that's how you could
Like
tell,
bro,
like,
like he had like fucking 15 deltas, bro. That's like
yeah,
literally
bro.
15
Yeah.
motherfuckers that are at least relative to a holding back Naruto in six
Yeah.
mass form. That's still impressive.
That's
Like
still
that's insane.
yeah. Like if Naruto and Sasuke weren't around, he would take over the world. And if Jigen dies or whatever, especially if Jigen was gone, the only thing that was keeping like hindering him was Jigen. He was like kind of deceiving Jigen the whole time, like lying to him. And in reality, he was trying to like overthrow him with Koji, for example, when he tried to like challenge him, and he lost in that fucking like that one realm when fucking Jigen was like fatigued. Um,
I
so
think the only
Amato's,
reason why he didn't kill Jigen either is because he wanted more information about the karma in the alien
yeah,
race.
yeah, he
I think
wanted more
that's the only
information.
reason. Otherwise, he could have easily done it. He created rope. Like, there's no excuse why he wouldn't do it. You know, so
Yeah, because like, yeah, exactly. Like, I think him and Jigen
he
came to an
just followed
agreement.
Jigen's orders. Like Jigen was like, "Hey, nah, these guys are too strong. Like, put that shit down." He's like,
Facts,
"Okay,
facts.
yeah." You
Yeah,
know,
like yeah, he had to like literally degrade him. I think they came to a. I don't know if it's in the anime yet, but they came to an agreement that if like Jigen, I think Jigen was bullshitting, but he told Amato like, "You help me, I'll help you bring back your daughter. Like, let's help each other." And I think to Amato, like he's like, "Okay, I'm doing this because this guy's a god, and maybe he could make this happen. But just in case he turns on me, I'm gonna make these fucking monsters here, just in case." So he's smart, like he's very intelligent. But that's why I don't
gotcha.
really see him as a villain. I see him as more like an anti-hero, maybe. Like he's like in the middle. Like he'll do shit if he has to, even take life. But
Oh
he,
yeah, yeah. No,
yeah,
he's definitely not a villain. Yeah, he's just trying to get what he wants, but at the
yeah,
same time, like make sure he can outsmart and checkmate anyone that tries to get in his way too. So
exactly. But yeah, folks, I guess shout out to Prodigy. He's gonna be funding the fucking. I'll make sure to shout you out too. By the way, Prodigy, you'll be like the sponsor for that video. If you send the money, I appreciate that. I got you though. I got you with that shit. That shit'll be fire. I'll make sure to spit. I'll try to spit on that one. Why does Noodles always say Kirin is light speed when the most knowledgeable Naruto character Zetsu said it was the speed of lightning? Yeah, facts. I think me and Shinobi talked about this in a video as well. Like it's not light speed, bro. You Batman, why didn't Frieza kill Goku and Vegeta when he one-shot them as Black Frieza? I've talked about this before. The reason he didn't do it is because he's so confident in his superiority that he doesn't even see them as a threat anymore. When he came
I haven't
down,
seen any of that, so I can't
yeah,
answer that. That's all good.
yeah, and it's on the manga, by the way. But yeah, him doing that, it's basically illuminating on his confidence because he one-shotted them at their strongest, took out the strongest guy in the universe before when he came back in. Um, so that basically illuminates the fact that the man is so confident, or the alien, whatever, so confident that he doesn't even need to kill them. He knows about everybody. He got ass beat by Broly, so he's obviously not intimidated by him either. Like he doesn't fear anyone right now. He's so confident that who knows? Maybe he thinks he could fuck with Beerus. I don't know if he's that confident, but he's at least confident enough to know like any of the Z fighters, they can't fuck with me now. Like I'm above all of them, even collectively. Even if they all come at me with Broly, they're not gonna fuck with me. That's basically what he was showing with that movement, with sparing them, which is insane to think about. He's that powerful, you know. Mato's an anti-villain. He does bad things for good reasons. Yeah, exactly what it is.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
another thing. Code is fucking cracked. Like when it comes to that transportation technique he has, it's literally an upgraded flying Raijin. It's insane.
facts.
He could just think and it appears wherever, and then he could just travel to it like a flying Raijin
Yeah,
mark. Like that's just
literally.
insane, dude.
Even like interplanetary, which is insane. Yeah.
And he can come, and the fact that he can come out of it too, because Minato and Tobirama, they would just teleport to it, right? Nah, if
Yeah.
he has it like on your body as well, you come out of that. Like
Facts.
it's like Kamui and Flying Raijin, but even
Literally.
more broken because he
Yeah.
can place it just by thinking. It's
Facts.
insane.
Yeah, it's really cracked, honestly. Yeah, Jay, I got you. Send it next week when I get paid. Hey, I appreciate you, brother. I got you, man. I got you for sure. That'll be my first sponsored, actually, well, sponsored video I'm making. I got sponsored to roast noodles. That's what started this whole beef. Was someone paid me to like roast his fucking multiversal video. I didn't even know who he was really at that time. But yeah.
Yeah, you
But this
guys
will
know the
be
vibes. If you guys want
yeah.
us to react, anything, whatever it is, you just
Got
gotta
you, bro.
do a donation, and there you go.
We got you. Yeah, so I got you, Prodigy, for sure.
Punk, whatever it is.
Yeah, for sure, man. Frieza basically pulled up and punked Goku and Vegeta. I think he wanted to humiliate them. I think him ending them at the spot wouldn't have been satisfying enough. I think that's why he spared them. He's like, I could take you out right now, but it just wouldn't hit. Like, I want to fucking humiliate you guys. I want you to grovel. Like, he wants to fucking enact like pain. Like, he's just getting started, basically, you know. How strong is pre-Tensagon Tonari? Like, do you think he solos the Akatsuki? Oh, he would solo the Akatsuki. He would solo the Akatsuki for sure. But pre-Tensagon, it's kind of hard. First of all, I haven't seen the movie in a while. The last been a while, but I know with Tensagon, he's definitely like relative to KCM and Naruto. Naruto fucked him up though, but Ternero would be Hokage, I guess, in base if I had to give him like a tier, even in base. You need like 6-pass damn near to compete with him, like 6-pass tier
Yeah, he
abilities.
would definitely high tier because of him combating against Naruto like that. Naruto was really fucking strong at that point.
Exactly. So. Without any special clan abilities or given power, is Sakura the shinobi that reached the highest level with your pure talent and skills besides Guy? Yes. Yeah. She because of the plot, and it sounds like I'm hating. You know, it sounds like I'm hating, but because she is who she is and she's part of, you know, Team 7 with 2 of the reincarnates of Ashura and Indra, because of the main characters, because of all these factors, naturally Kishimoto had to make her extremely powerful to not make her like a complete useless tool. Especially in the war arc, right? Because if he just would have had her crying on the sideline, we already don't dislike her. Imagine how much we would dislike her if she was just a useless ass fucking like crybaby like she was in part 1. So she is the character that gained the most amp without like 6-pass, without genetics, without like being the chosen one, like a reincarnate. She would be, yeah. Black
That's
Frieza.
another thing too. One thing that's kind of funny to me is Sakura should still have 6-pass scaling because of her 100 healings.
Facts.
Because she's the only one that hasn't been nerfed yet. She's not even being used.
She's not even in there.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm like, bro, like, are you guys fucking stupid? Like,
I haven't seen her.
Like, and they know that. Like, Sakura.
Facts.
Like, look at what she did in the war arc, you know, with Kage, right? Like, sure, she's not on Sasuke and Naruto's level, but she was at least relevant enough, right? Like, relative enough to be a support, right?
Facts.
So there's that. And then you have like after the war where it's like stated like verbatim where like she's acquired 8th gate Guy's power. You know what I mean? Whether that was a friend of base or not, I don't know about all that. But you get what I'm saying. Like she's clearly getting stronger and stronger. And then like with her 100 heals of just absorbing so much fucking chakra for all those years, just like what she did during Shippuden and then to release in the war. Like, bro, she would be a monster. Like she would be the only one. She is now basically should be the Okage at that point. But yeah. Yeah, she's not even being used. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, just hidden somewhere, like in her house, like fucking house sitting or something.
Like, instead, they're making fucking Boruto and Kawaki now be Naruto and Sasuke and, like, the main... Which is fine, I get it, but it's like, you would think Sakura would still be the one to take it up next. Because, you know, again, like, older... You know, like, someone has to be a leader. Like, they're still fucking kids, you know?
Yeah, facts.
So,
Batman, can I pay you for a video as well? Hey, shit, man, appreciate that. Yeah, go hit
Batman,
man,
yeah.
Yeah, hit him up on his Discord too, man. For sure, bro. We got you. Appreciate that, brother. Yo, Jay, you guys creating a JJK character video? I'm excited to hear what the domain expansion would be and his or her combat fighting skill. That's a good idea. Like creating the perfect JJK character or some shit. That's a good idea. That I probably have to research even more carefully. My knowledge is getting better. Obviously, it's not like on Naruto's level, like my knowledge in Naruto, but that's a good idea too, actually. Gogeta versus Vegito. Oh my god, that's like the most debated shit in Dragon Ball. I'd say
I'm biased for Gogeta because I just like how it looks and whatnot. That's just me. What's it called? But I think if I'm correct, I think Vegito is stronger though. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I just wish I wish we saw them around the same time. We'd get like a better answer, you know, because they're shown like in very large like different time periods, like Vegito against fucking Zamasu, and then we see Gogeta when Goku and Vegeta are stronger against Broly. Like obviously Gogeta looks better than Vegito, but Vegito was around when they were weaker, you know. So it's like
exactly. Let's be real, bro. I'm sorry, but the Big Bang Kamehameha that gets me every fucking
that shit is fire,
time, bro.
Yeah,
like that's what I'm saying. So I'm just biased for Gogeta, but I think I could be wrong. I think Vegeta's been implied to be over, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Jay would know that more than me. So.
Yeah, like if I did a video on that, I definitely would have to like do extreme research to get that. Like it's probably a hard answer to come to in general, but I'd have to be like
super as well, right? Not just ET. Okay,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, they kind of introduced him there. Yeah, Toneri spits on the Akatsuki, no issue. Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem. Prime Ishiki versus Jura. Here's the thing. We don't know the. I mean, Boruto was so dominant against Code. You could make an argument he surpassed, Ishiki and maybe even Baryon mode, but there just isn't enough. So I probably would still say Ishiki. I'd have to see more before I say like, oh, Boruto surpassed like Baryon mode and these Shinji are
Yeah,
beyond that.
that's the problem. We just don't have enough information yet. Like you could
Yeah,
argue either way, it's fine, but the fact that it was vague with Ishiki's power and whatnot, like he was just so fucking strong. The only one that could even fuck with him was Barry and Naruto, right?
literally,
You know what
and
I mean?
like,
So
yeah,
it's like, yeah, so that's the
yeah, and like
problem.
like we could say Jigen for sure because it's stated blatantly like, oh, Code with no limiters,
Yeah,
but
Jigen,
Jigen.
absolutely, they're
Yeah,
over,
and then
absolutely.
and then Boruto fucking slammed that
And they'd
same
be over
code
Sasuke as well at full
over
power with six
Sasuke.
mask Naruto too,
Yeah, like we could say
But
he's above.
Barry mode and Ishiki, that's a whole other
Yeah,
realm.
that's a whole other realm, like a whole other league that we can't really like compare anything to yet, at least. So, Sakura's ass. Stop talking about her. Hey, facts, bro. Facts.
Bro, she is ass, but nah, her Hunter healings that amp is insane though, bro. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Sir Goti's already been created. His name is Toji. Yeah, Toji's a fucking goat, bro. Facts. Vegito is stated the higher boast in power and has a longer fusion time. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that's stated. If Naruto's Rinnegan could fuse like Momo, which person in the Akatsuki would result in the most powerful fusion? Could fuse like Momo. Rinnegan could fuse just like Momo. The most powerful fusion? Maybe Kisame or Itachi? That'll be like a crazy fuse type shit. Something I noticed as a kid about the fusions, if you have a picture of them and you fold it down the middle of their faces, one side looks like Goku and the other side looks like Vegeta. Yeah, and that even comes down to like semantics, like the names, Vegito and Gogeta. Like Gogeta displays more so like dominant Goku characteristics, while Vegito is more dominant Vegeta characteristics, which is a pretty cool detail. Pretty when you think about it. Jay, when is the who would win in a old up twerk between Nagato and Zabuza dropping? Someone would have to pay me like fucking. There, I'd ask for a crazy amount of money, like a band. Maybe I'd drop that, but I would need like $1,000 for that kind of shit to make some crazy like scaling shit on twerking type, kind of shit. Boost. Isn't it absurd how much more powerful Ishii was in adult Naruto, not Sasuke? I mean, yeah, he bitched them pretty bad. Yeah, it was terrible. That was the worst whooping they've taken since like part one, maybe, or Shippuden. It's pretty bad because they were the dominant forces in in the verse until Ishiki came to be. Like all the other villains were taken care of. The cyborgs, Momo, Fused Momo, all these villains were taken care of, and
Yeah, I
the
just read through it again just to make sure. Yeah, this motherfucker said there were several cyborgs among that I created
yeah,
that
literally,
greatly surpassed Jigen's power. That's
yeah,
insane. That's
yeah,
just insane.
yeah. A twerk video, you
And
got to
Code
give
was
me.
the same, but Code was willing to have limiters placed because he was so loyal to Jigen.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, he has like a religious like advocation for like the Otsutsuki. Like it's kind of weird.
like
Like he's
like
still.
bro,
Uh,
like this motherfucker's built like Batman. Like that's just insane. Like
yeah, he
with this
is.
intelligence, like how do you do
Yeah,
that?
literally he is.
Like
Nah,
that's like
twerk.
some Dragon Ball Z shit. Obviously nowhere near to that extent, but it's still insane, dude.
Yeah, it really is. A twerk video, you got to give me at least 2 racks. Yeah, bro, I need some insane payment for that kind of shit. Um, I'd argue Vegeta has more Goku in him, and Gogeta has more Vegeta though. Vegeta mocks his ops and toys with him, while Gogeta goes to the throat. Oh yeah, I mean the attention to detail with those two is pretty cool though. They do like pretty detailed. But yeah, folks, any questions at all? Feel free to ask about. As far as sports is concerned, Fury versus Usyk just finished. Tyson Fury actually lost via split decision. So that means that Alexander Usyk is the first undisputed heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis in 1999. So it's been over 20 years since there's been an undisputed heavyweight champion in the sport of boxing. So Usyk just, he just gained an insane feat, I guess you could say. Pain Arc Stage Mode Naruto versus Kisame. Kisame would win. Kasane just scales above him. His speed would be he has better speed scaling, with the slayment of B and stuff like that. But there's a question of how would Samahara interact with Sage Chakra. So it's strange. It would be like a strange interaction. But thoughts on Haney trying to get his loss to Garcia expunged. So here's what I'll say about that. Obviously, we don't know the context of the cheating, like how much was in. I think actually we do. Garcia could be trolling, but I read something that the amount in his system was extremely minuscule, so it's not enough to determine to conclude that he cheated blatantly. You could argue, that he possibly unintentionally took a tainted supplement, didn't even know it. I think Haney trying to get it expunged. I feel like I'm a little bit torn on it because on one side I get why he's trying to do that, like from an objective standpoint. Garcia had PEDs in his system, but you could argue they weren't performance enhancing, right? Because at the time that he tested positive, apparently, I think it's official that the amount in him wasn't even performance enhancing anyway. And because you can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he cheated, then all you can conclude is that he messed up. So to expunge it would be unfair when it comes to what you can prove. But again, I kind of get why Haney's trying to. Like he's not the type to do that. He's very disciplined, and for him to lose to someone that tested positive, to him it seems unfair. I get it. Garcia's not approaching it the right way, in my opinion, when it comes to that either. He's still trolling and stuff. I think there's a time and place for that, but now's not the time, in my opinion. If you were to give rappers a fictional character equivalent, Diddy's literally Homelander. Yeah, bro. How much more powerful is Ishii Atsuki than Jigen? I would say probably a couple times stronger, perhaps even multiple. I think Haney's being a drama queen. That's just my opinion. Hold that loss. Yeah, I agree to an extent. I feel like I could understand both points of view. I wanted Haney to win. Like I thought Garcia's mental state was deteriorating, etc. But Garcia's power, you can't train speed. Speed kills, and I think Haney didn't make enough adjustments in that fight to deter or at least stop the hook from being so prevalent in that fight. He never really adjusted to it. You could argue it's because he got stung and it kind of took him off his rhythm. Because when you get stung like that and you get hurt, it could be a fight-changing moment. Because if you're compromised, one, physically you could be compromised and you're just not all there. You're kind of just surviving. And two, from a mental standpoint, when you get cracked like that, it does like siphon some of your confidence away. Some fighters completely just can completely shrug it off, but other fighters, they get cracked like that and they just diminish as far as confidence, and as a result their performance diminishes as well. So he definitely was bested that day. He was definitely bested. Let's see, why is it that everyone downplays Minato and Pain? People don't really downplay Pain, I feel like. Well, I don't think it, like, even the people that
the majority respect them. They all love them. It's just the only two communities that have been downplaying them has been Loco and Noodles. And that's like 5% of the Naruto community, while the other 95 like fucking understands clearly.
An outlier.
But obviously anyone that within that or like tries to either enable those notions or troll whatever. That's why it seems like it's kind of prevalent, like relevant, but that's all it is. But people are just weird. So
yeah, exactly. Focus on his next opponent. Yeah, Haney needs to move on. Losses hurt, especially when you're an undefeated fighter. I've seen a few examples historically where if someone loses and they're never really the same again. Like for example, Ricky Hatton, I believe. After he took his first loss, he gained all kinds of weight. I think his first loss was against Pacquiao. He just lost all that weight, just kind of like just fell apart. Another example is Adrian Broner. People thought he was going to be the next Mayweather, but then he fought Marcos Maidana, the Argentinian, and he got fucked up. He got dropped. He got humiliated, actually. And ever since that, I haven't seen Broner be the same fighter. Like, he's still really good, but he's not that world-class, like, world beater he was prior to that loss. Like, Maidana took something from him, like, as far as, like, his spirit or something. Like, you see that sometimes in fights. Even in UFC, Tony Ferguson against Justin Gaethje, like, after Justin beat the shit out of him, like that's the worst beating I've ever seen, he was never the same. You see that sometimes. Some guys never recover from it. Ronda Rousey, another person, never really recovered from loss, even from a mental standpoint. So, That's the fight game, yeah. Batman, the video I had in mind for you was Cell from Z versus Broly. Maybe you and I can make it happen together if you want. I think it's an interesting topic. Yeah, for sure. Hit up Batman with that, man. You can make some DBZ content. Sergey
Yeah,
Kovalov's.
I can always consider it. I'll tell you right
Yeah.
now, I do need to refresh my memory by either reading the
Yeah.
manga or just going through the anime. What's
I
called to really to really deliver on that. But I will say
yeah.
this: that Jay is way more competent in that area too, because he
Oh,
actually feels that
he said I
way more
meant
better.
Jay,
So.
not me. Oh, you mean me and Batman? Yeah, pay Batman. I'll help him with
Oh
like
yeah,
the pay
for
Batman.
sure, yeah,
Pay Batman for that. I could help him with the scripting and shit, like
yeah.
the research and shit.
Yeah, 'cause
Cause
he knows that
yeah,
shit religiously. I'm pretty sure he has like that memorized the one on his
yeah,
name.
especially Cell. Yeah. Sergey Kovalov. That's another good one. Yeah, Sergey after his first loss, I think it was to Ward. Andre Ward. It's tough to take your first loss, especially when you're a world beater like that, like Sergey, Broner, guys like that. You know. How do we call in? Oh, what's going on, Luis? This one's not a call in, but feel free to ask some questions though. We'll do another one eventually. The next one's probably going to be with all our faces on it, by the way. So if people really want to come at us, they'll see like us looking right at them. So, could Hebi Sasuke beat Deppa? Deppa? Is that one? Sound that name?
No, Heavy Sauce would absolutely fucking slam. Deppa's the guy that is in Boruto. That's he's an inner. He's part of the Kara,
Oh,
and the fact that he's an inner, like that's already gonna make him like to ridiculous levels.
yeah.
But like he's basically the low Kage, but in the Boruto era, and
I
he's
think I
just
remember
really
him.
fucking strong. Yeah, like
Yeah.
he's so yeah.
Did
No,
you
Heavy
say?
Sasuke would definitely lose. Like, bro, Boruto had to use a fucking compressing Rasengan, like that has like insane levels of fucking piercing just to get through his broken ass durability
Yeah,
shit.
facts.
So
I'll DM you after the stream, Batman, about how much. Oh yeah, hey Batman up, bro. Yeah. Um, Yeah, Hebi Sasuke doesn't stand a fucking chance. Those inners would slam most of the fucking Naruto verse, like pre Boruto.
yeah,
So
because the way you have it, like you have like the low Kage inners, whatever, like which are really fucking cracked because they're said to even be like in a similar level with aliens,
yeah,
Suzuki. But then you have like the mid Kage inners, which is like Kashikojin or that one wannabe heroes in copycat, people like that, whatever. And Delta and so on and so forth. Then you have like the ones that are even above that, which is basically Jigen, and then the cyborgs and shit. So
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Um, Yo, Jay, how's your career in software going, bro? Got any jobs? Congrats on graduating. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I got a job right now. Pays well. It's very involved, but it pays well, and I actually enjoy it. Yeah, it's going well. Appreciate that, brother. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Coding in general is very involved. Just I think in general, if you want to be a programmer, you're gonna spend long nights. It's just inevitable, you know. The art of programming and coding and proper coding etiquette and things like that, you know. Been a minute since I last saw you, Luis. Yeah, brother, it's been a long time. What's the first thing you do in the morning and before you go to sleep every day? First thing I do when I get up in the morning, what do I do when I get up? I guess I usually get up and like eat breakfast and shit because I try to get things out of the way quickly and like very like from one step to the next. I try not to have too much downtime. I'll eat shit like that. I guess that's the very first thing I do. Get up and fucking eat something. Before I go to sleep, what do I usually do? Last thing I do before like actually go to sleep is probably set up for the next day. Prepare for the next day. Your project how it's going. Yeah, folks, any questions though, feel free. Looks like we're gonna have Prodigy sponsor some vids too. We're definitely gonna shout you out on those, brother, for sure. Shout you out on those videos. Appreciate that. Let's see. But yeah, folks, any questions, feel free to ask. Anything at all. Any questions at all. Could be
Oh, that's another thing.
sports.
I haven't finished the last two episodes, but they better give my man the Sage of Naruto some feats, bro. I swear to God, if he's some fodder, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be pissed, bro. Shikamaru was fodder. He immediately got put in as a hostage situation. I'm like, you fuck, like, I'm sorry, but they should not have brought Shikamaru. There's no reason to be bringing him in that level of battle.
He's just
Like,
not.
what the fuck can he do? Like, he
Yeah, bro.
immediately becomes a hostage, and now Naruto's fucked and can't move and do anything because of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, exactly. What's your username on Discord? Are you asking me? It's just Jay the Great on online. Oh, you're asking Prodigy? Okay. Yeah, folks, any questions? Feel free. Tyson Fury should have finished. Should have finished, or you mean been finished? He almost got finished. I saw when he got clipped by Usyk. The guy has a chin, man. I mean, yeah, he did get dropped by Wilder multiple times, but the guy got up every time. Like Wilder was never able to like actually sleep him. It's very impressive. Should I take this 25 per hour tech support to customer service kind of thing, or go down a couple dollars hourly to do something that I went to school for and also will learn a lot in the industry? I guess I would say, in my opinion, the latter, because if it's what you studied for, you can like work your way up that field, and eventually you probably will make more. Best way to tip you for these streams, bro? Super chats, or if you go in my description, in the description I have both my Cash App and the Streamlabs thing, so you can donate however you like. Here on PayPal and Cash App, you get the full amount, but if you want to do super chat, it's fine too. It is easier, so you can any one of those ways. But the Cash App and stuff's in the description if you want to do it that way. What are you hoping to see in The Boys season 4? Don't include obvious things like Homelander getting fucked up. What I'm hoping for, I kind of want to see Soldier Boy again, dude. I hope he like comes out of like that chamber they put him in when he got like sedated after season 3. I'd like to see him go at Homelander again, or definitely. I'm definitely curious to see like the political warfare part of the season, because they did like imply that with the trailers we've seen, with like the conservatives being portrayed as like the Homelander side and the progressives being the Starlight side. Kind of saying like, oh, the conservatives are the bad guys. Kind of want to see what that entails of. Um, I would obviously say Butcher, like his story, right? Like the way it looked in season 3, he looks like he was slowly deteriorating in health because of the overusage of the compound V, like the temporary compound V. So I'm definitely curious to see how that works out, whether he figures out a way around it or something like that. So that's something I'm looking forward to. So Butcher, the son of Homelander, like what his progression is going to be like in the show. Definitely looking forward to that. Perhaps see him actually battle. I mean, he's young still. He's still a child, but it'd be cool to see that. There's a lot of things in probably Soldier Boy though. He's my favorite character, so I definitely like to see him again in there. Who's the weakest Naruto character that solos the Akatsuki? The weakest character that possibly can? Uh, that's a tough question. There's not very many people that could in the Naruto verse. Maybe 8 Gates Guy. Oh, actually no. I think Madara or Hashirama could probably solo. Either one individually. Minato, I don't think he'd solo. He'd struggle with the top 3. I think he'd be overwhelmed. Probably Madara and Hashirama, I would say.
Well, KCM2.
Oh, KCM2, yeah. KCM2,
KCM2
definitely KCM2 Sage Mode would beat them all.
Yeah, because Madara and Hashirama are above KCM2, so.
Maybe EMS Sasuke.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
EMS Sasuke maybe. That's a maybe, because he was kind of shown to be more on a comparable level to KCM1, to be honest. Like the problem with Sasuke is he just gets stronger and stronger. That's what's weird about him.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
We know, like in the middle of the war, he's like blatantly KCM around that, whatever. In the beginning, he's kind of struggling to even be on that level because Itachi's still bitching him and babysitting him the whole Kabuto fight.
Yeah.
And then when we get towards like the end of the war, when Naruto starts using KCM2 in Sage mode, Naruto, it's kind of implied that Sasuke now has a perfect Susanoo at that point, because it has like the looks and everything when he does the majestic. Things like I think Madara did this as well. Like it has the exact visual looks as a perfect Susanoo. So like if that's the case, then yeah, absolutely he would fucking slam. Like what do they do against the perfect Susanoo? So.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think Wilder took something out of Fury in their fights? I think when you get dropped like that, especially multiple times in a single fight, yeah, it's gonna take something out of you. Mileage builds up quickly, especially when you're dropped multiple times and you take heavy shots, especially from someone that hits as hard as Wilder. So I do believe he caught some miles in those fights in that trilogy. Definitely. What's going on, Raspberry? What's going on, bro? Have you ever tried AirPods Max? Those headphones are amazing. I actually haven't, but I've seen some people get like addicted to those things because they're like they say that they're amazing and shit. They're gonna have the Gen V characters in season 4 of The Boys. Pretty hyped for that. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, It's gonna be dope. Yeah, see how they like intertwine with
Bro,
the cast.
Jay, I'm reading the comments while going through the manga on board so real quick, and everybody's like fucking trying to flame Kishimoto, but like he still can't write female characters because of the love chick.
Oh
Damn,
my
they're not
god.
happy with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this though about Sarah in the latest chapter. She looked dope. Like her, what the credit, like what she was able to achieve.
Like
She,
everything,
yeah,
even her MS shit. Yeah,
yeah, she's getting credit. Like Sarah, I already like at this age, I think she's a much
Sakura.
cooler.
Oh, from day one, she was peaked too, though. Like it
Yeah,
was the writing was
much better
great,
than
and
her.
in Gojo was
Yeah,
actually pretty good too. Like with the butterfly shit, her already having that butterfly mode, and also
yeah.
like to make her body bigger. Like she's fucking way beyond Kid Choji
Like
during part.
I enjoy like what she's her character much more than I did Sakura at her age. Like Sakura was like fucking irritating. Like Sarah, that's never been the
Yeah,
thing with
because
her.
Sadara's relevant. She's a
Yeah,
genius. She can fight everybody. Shotting gun, genjutsu, intelligence, strategizes, Shidori immediately.
yeah.
Fucking, she's a badass, bro. Like she even has a Sakura's fucking insane chakra control, like AP attacks and whatnot. Already that young too. Like she's cracked.
Yeah, exactly. After seeing Loma versus Kambosos, do you think you underestimated him a little? You mean Loma? Um, I thought Loma fought well. I do see age starting to come in. Like Kambosos is a good fighter, but he's not on the level of like Haney or like he just lost. But like guys like Tank and that like that, I think Shakur is going to be a tougher fight than Kambosos in my opinion. He's quicker. His defense is pretty solid. As far as who I think wins between Shakur and Loma, that's a tough fight. Um, if we see the Loma that fought Kambosos, I give him a good chance of winning. But he's gonna have to be at his best against Shakur. Shakur is very technically sound. You can't really make too many mistakes against him. Um, I think Loma is a great fighter, but yeah, Loma versus Tank. I think Tank would beat him. The power would be too much. Can you create a video about creating the perfect Uchiha? We might do those videos again. They did all right, but some spoilers on Reddit for season 4. All I'll say is A Train makes Homelander crash the fuck out. like, I like fucking I'm not forgetting his name. I just read what you said. Fucking A Train. Jay, can you answer the Christian gamers question so you can stop spamming it? Yeah, if you want a video, you could feel free to donate as well, like Prodigy. Uh, best fast food fries, in my opinion, has to be from Five Guys Burgers. Five Guys has some good fries. I'll admit that. McDonald's. I mean, I don't eat that shit in general, but as far as fries that I remember having,
I
McDonald's is
do need
pretty
to go
good.
to Five Guys, bro. It's been
Five Guys is
so
fucking good, bro.
long
Yeah,
since
I
I've
haven't been
been
there
there.
in a
Like,
while, but yeah, it's fucking good. Steak or chicken? I eat more
with
chicken.
it's been like years for me, bro. I gotta
Yeah,
go there.
facts. Yeah, it's been years for me too. I eat more chicken. I eat a lot of chicken actually. I don't really eat steak too much. It's harder on your digestion. Prime Loma versus Tank. Prime Loma might beat Tank. I think Tank's not even in his prime yet. To be honest, I think he's just getting better. Prime Loma, I think his angles, his ability to deceive with his angles and his feints and his footwork would be a lot for Tank. Why is it that people call Sasuke an emo? That's because of his personality and just the sort of image he portrays, I guess. Uh, what made you get into software engineering? Do you ever think of something else or cybersecurity? Um, I've always liked like calculating stuff and like creating stuff, so I kind of like made coding more appealing to me. Like the art of it and sort of calculated like methodical type of mind you need for it. It's a very tedious like field of work. You got to be very mindful of even the smallest detail to properly program, especially to create a program that doesn't only compile and run, but actually like is efficient and like money saving as well. Since the industry cares about stuff like that. I think just the methodical process. I enjoy that. Oh, $5 from Kendrick. Appreciate that, brother. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate that, brother. Got some good donuts from some of the goats today. Even Alexa made an appearance. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, brother. Put that on the screen right quick, folks. Read what you said. I got you, brother. If you could watch one anime for the rest of your life, what would it be? It's a good question. Probably, I'm pretty biased. I'd probably say Dragon Ball, perhaps. Um, or Naruto, because it is lengthier. Tons of like literature on it. Um, I would say Attack on Titan, but it's short. So to have to watch for the rest of my life, I'd get probably burnt out pretty quick. It's not as long as like Naruto or Dragon Ball. Probably Dragon Ball, I'd say. If you could experience any anime for the first time all over again, which one would you do? Probably Naruto. Honestly, it was a great experience from start to finish. Dragon Ball, I was a little kid. I was a little kid when I first started that. But I'd probably say Naruto. Healthy Eyes plus No Mercy, Itachi versus Pain, the Hidden Leaf. Hey man, you guys know my answer to this. You guys already know my answer to this question. Itachi. Itachi got it.
Yeah, who got blitzed? You know.
Hey, who got blitzed during the war? That's all I gotta say. Who got blitzed?
What?
Yeah, man, twice, not once, twice. Sorry, man. Truth hurts. Aizen versus Madara in terms of character quality. Madara is a better character still. I like Aizen a lot though, but Madara is still better. What if Itachi had no mercy and killed Sasuke during the Uchiha massacre? Would that change the story? Yeah, there would be no story.
Drastically, there'd be no fucking.
There would be no Naruto.
Like, it'd be drastically changed, bro.
Yeah, like he probably would have taken Naruto.
Like Naruto's progress would be like tremendously more slower too. Like I'm gonna be honest, I think the Akatsuki just win. It's that like
they win and that's it.
Yeah, like the moment it's like and fuck, not even that. Like actually no, it doesn't matter. Yeah, because Itachi he'll probably even die quicker. He's not gonna prolong his life either. So the moment Itachi's dead, they immediately go. Yeah, they're fucked. There's no Seijo Naruto. There's no Casey Naruto. There's no nothing.
Nothing. It'd be a dark ending, honestly, without him like being undercover. Loco versus a fatigued Batman with a mental amp from Loco disrespecting his kid. Hey man, hey, check out the video that Batman dropped. It came out pretty good. The diss video. If you guys haven't seen it, check that shit was funny, dude. They cut deep. They cut deep, bro. They cut real deep. If you're into the diss, the beef and shit, that shit was clean. But yeah. Hey, Itachi, dude, he carried the story basically. He was like the deterrent to the Akatsuki. You know, Loco versus Noodles, rat sophist war. Noodles would beat Loco in a debate. I don't like Noodles. He's a fucking pussy, but he can debate pretty well. I'll give him that. Better than Loco. Loco can debate too, but Noodles is a better debater than Loco. He has more experience too. You know, he's more like seasoned. A more seasoned debater, knows the meta better. So, yeah, I saw all those videos. Yeah, dude, that shit was this video was clean, bro. But yeah, folks, the year of the smoke, man. It's been year of the smoke around these parts. Me, Noodles, Loco with Batman, fucking Drake and K-Dot, fucking, it's all kinds of shit, man. It's been one of those years. Crazy. But yeah, we got some stuff in the works for y'all, man, for sure. We got some sponsored videos. Our Prodigy, shout out to the boy. We're gonna start webcam podcast streams to kind of like resonate with you guys more. You guys can see us like react to shit and stuff like that. Like actually like on camera, I mean, stuff like that. Some ideas as far as the pod is concerned with collabs, stuff like that. So we got some things in the work, you know. Kendrick Lamar hatred amp versus the Naruto verse. Dude, Kendrick would fucking talk no jutsu everybody. Everybody, bro. He's the ultimate spitter. It's over. He's one-shotting. Thoughts on TG said about his stream about a debate tournament. Would you enter it? I guess it depends who's in it. Like, if TG was a part of it, like, or like multiple creators that I mess with, I probably would. And actually like take the gloves off and, you know, just go at it with some debates, you know. Not some chill shit, of course. I fuck with all those. Shout out to the boys like TG, Sage.
That'd be funny. Like if we did like a fucking battle royale gauntlet with everybody, we're just all going debate mode, suited debate modes for like 2 minutes or something.
yeah, like those are
kind of like what Flag and Six did, you know.
Yeah, like those are the boys though. Like I'd obviously like it's all business, you know, as when it comes to those debates. Like those guys they're the boys for sure. So he said he'd do it when he hits 50K. Hey, that boy's gonna hit 50K soon, bro. He's on the grind. He's gonna be like he's already like the big thing in the community. He's gonna be the next big thing. You just watch, bro. TG's
Oh no,
he's,
no,
yeah,
absolutely. Like views wise, like
he's
he's
a
going
legend,
like
bro.
insane views, at
Yeah,
least on that aspect, for where he's at. So yeah, he's just gonna keep increasing and growing. And again, he's on his grind. He's doing many topics, you name it. It doesn't matter if the video is short or
he's a
long. He's
legend,
just
bro.
doing his thing. Like
Uh,
he's basically gonna be the next six coming up.
yeah,
So
he's like 6, and I see him reaching Swag's level. Like, he's talented, bro. TG's really talented. So, can you scale Jiren as a character? Jiren, I thought, was certainly a highlight in the Tournament of Power. Um, I think he grew on me over time. I think that was the sort of effect he had on a lot of people during the Tournament of Power. Like at first, he was like a very mysterious figure, not really engaging. You know, we could obviously like determine or sort of imply that he was very powerful from just like standing there, and then we see like a little glimpse when Goku goes all out and literally like almost dies just trying to engage with him. And he's just standing there. Jiren's one of the better villains in Dragon Ball in general. I think he's that good of a character. I mean, obviously he became a friend of Goku towards the end, but very very good character. One of the highlights, if not the highlight of the Tournament of Power, was Jiren. So great character. Definitely one of my favorites in Super. That's a fact. So bald or buzz cut? For me, I definitely would never go bald. Probably buzz cut. I think it depends on like your aesthetic, your features, stuff like that. What happened if Itachi never joined the Akatsuki and stayed in the Hidden Leaf and Tsunade helped him with his eye so he can prolong things? Uh, Obito and Pain would have had to plan something to infiltrate the Leaf. They probably would have to come together or something. If Itachi was still there, he would have trained Sasuke. It would have been a much more protected village with Itachi there, like by Konoha's side at all times. He probably would have been Hokage or some shit. You know, he was that powerful. So with Minato's death and stuff, he's the next man up. What if Danzo never existed? And Danzo was pretty pivotal. There would be no Chia massacre. Um, there'd probably be more peace. To be honest, he's just an annoying ass like person. I feel for uh, I feel for a person to fully understand Aizen as a character. They must not only read the full manga but read the novels to get the lore. I agree. Aizen's very intricate. Aizen is a man that was sort of Itachi kind of explains it. Speaking of like this ideology, like greatness ostracizes you. And I think with Aizen, that kind of happened with him being such like a prodigal figure, which is why Gin resonated with him so much and like related to him because he had that same experience, being such a prodigy himself from a young age. Aizen it became ostracized, and I think that caused him to become detached to his people, to the Soul Society and to the Reapers. And that's why he ended up doing like the things that appear so cruel, like holification of his feathered brethren and all kinds of things like that. I think he's because of his greatness and the sort of like mind he had, it like ostracized him and changed him, like warped him into a more of like a self-centered, methodical, not sinister, but more so like sociopathic person. You know, Aizen really he's a pretty intricate character. Um, Star Wars is the best story of Anakin Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker is a great fictional character. Did Swag retire? We had Swag on. Shout out to the boy. He actually said he has a video. At the time, he said he had a video.
yeah, no, he hasn't retired. He's still going to be coming out with videos like throughout, but he's going at a very slow pace because he doesn't have to upload really anymore. He's at that status to where he's just making so much money regardless
Yeah,
with
he's
everything he
set.
already has, and he
Yeah,
doesn't really.
like he's more like methodical now. Like he's like being very picky with the videos he does now. Like he wants to make sure that they're
Exactly.
fucking bangers. Not they're all been bangers, but he's like being more picky and stuff, which he earned the right to. He's been on the grind for a long time. So um, what if Apple made a pet collar that tracked their heart rate, anxiety levels, etc., and you can read it with your Apple Watch and iPhone? So later generations would let you speak to your pet. Imagine. The technology is taking a crazy turn in like advancement. AI is starting to like make its way into society more and more. It's not going to completely infiltrate it, I'd say, for another 10 years at least, but it already is making its way. Technology in general. Who's the best villain in Super? Honestly, the best villain in Super, probably Goku Black. Not Zamazu. I just like Goku Black. But as far as like ideology, etc., probably would be Jiren, in my opinion. He's like the most intricate. The coolest to me is Goku Black. I think like he just looks cool and like he's a cool person. But as far as like ideological stances and the character that he is and why he is the way he is, probably Jiren. What if the third Hokage showed no mercy and killed Danzo or Orochimaru? How would that change things? When is no mercy tone not let Naruto grow? If he killed Orochimaru, that would have never been a threat. Danzo would have never been a threat. He'd probably do, a lot of people a favor by doing that, including Naruto. But it probably, in a way, like you said, it is a double-edged sword because these tribulations are what like fed the fuel to Naruto's fire, if that makes sense, right? Because these tribulations are what pushed him to greatness, right? Like when Naruto, with Sasuke leaving the village, that pushed him. With him seeing Sasuke again and not being able to save him because he's too weak at the time in early Shippuden, that pushed him. So these moments of trials is what built him. The very trauma and stress he endured is why he became the Hokage. So in a way, it was almost necessary for him to reach that status. Because if he were in this peaches and cream, big blue world where the sun shines all day, like he would have no motivation or reason to really reach the next level. Especially if he had his father and he wasn't ostracized and treated like trash. That fueled him. Because if he was just a kid with a silver spoon in his mouth, he would have no real reason to even worry about that shit. He'd already have a good life, and people would like him, and it would really change things. So, let's see, what if Obito took his eye back from
Yeah.
Kakashi after Rin's death? How did the story change? No one's beating Obito. I mean, no one could anyway. But if he has both eyes,
Minato would have died as well. Would have
like
been
he would have
double
beat
his speed,
Minato.
so he would have been
Yeah,
sniped. Yeah, Minato would have died. The moment he went behind Minato, when he grabbed him, he wouldn't be fast enough to find Raijin out. He'd
fuck
have been
no, he
killed right
wouldn't.
there and then.
Yeah, yeah.
Another thing too, even if that's not the case, he could just snipe his head off from a distance by just looking at him and
Long
he's dead.
distance. Yeah,
So like
exactly.
basically Datara, but a billion trillion times. Like he would have been fucking unstoppable. He would have had Susanoo as
Unstoppable.
well. Like
Uh,
what do you do?
I don't
Imagine
think
a
any.
Conway Susanoo. Like what do you do?
I don't know what the fuck he'd do if he had both
It
eyes.
would
Like
literally be Kakashi Susanoo that we saw in the war, but the only
facts.
difference is Obito, and
Yeah,
obviously it's not six pass level, but it
not
still
six
would be
pass.
so strong to where
Yeah.
nobody would be able to fuck with him. So
You could argue he already was the top shinobi in the world, but with two eyes, he's blatantly the strongest, like alive at
I'd
the
say
time.
I'd say at that point he might even be Hashirama and fucking Madara level
That
with
speed,
both
yeah,
MS.
man. That fucking speed, that's crazy. Like he might even give them a fucking run for their money. Um, can you describe Trump in one word? Again, this is hot. It'll give me hot water, but I'll do it anyway. One word for Trump. Honest. I could say he's honest, I guess. Kendrick versus Drake beef is better than Jay-Z versus Nas. Dude, Drake versus Kendrick was just so eventful. It was so hype. I probably don't remember Jay-Z versus Nas. I don't know if he was even born yet, but um, yeah, Drake versus Kendrick was just so eventful and hype, man. It was great. Rank the most mental strength between Naruto, Ichigo, Goku, Batman, and Wolverine. Definitely number one would be Batman, for sure. Number two, as far as mental fortitude, uh, probably Naruto. He went through the most, I'd say, out of all. I mean, I know Ichigo lost his mother, and Goku had his trials, but Naruto lost his parents, was treated like trash for the majority of his childhood, had to dig his way from the mud and reach new heights to even become respected, let alone competent as a shinobi. Probably Naruto. Wolverine. I mean, yeah, he's lived so long. He had his trials. He's been to war. Probably Wolverine next, but um, then Ichigo, then Goku. They're all mentally strong, but yeah, that's probably the order I'd go in. But yeah, folks, any questions at all? Any questions? Feel free. Like Prodigy, if you guys would like a specific video, feel free to sponsor a video. That'll like give me priority. It'll give that video priority, and I'll do it like right away. So if Prodigy sponsors some vids for him, again, shout out to him. Those will be out first before we do anything else. We're gonna get that done. We're gonna shout him out in the video, of course, for sponsoring the video and stuff like that. So, is there anything worse to go through than being skinned alive? Probably being burned alive. Probably worse. And it's probably more painful. I mean, they're both horrible. Probably being burned alive. Uh, yeah, folks, any questions? Any questions at all? The anime, sports. Good evening, Jay. What's going on, brother? What's going on, Marcus? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're doing well, brother. Appreciate the donuts, by the way, folks, today. Appreciate it. Much love. The show. But yeah, folks, any questions at all can be about, again, we try to keep it versatile. Anything at all, feel free. Feel free to, again, for people that just came in, feel free to ask about the new video I posted with Hebi Sasuke. I think a lot of the scaling that I used hasn't been used before. Like the logic I used hasn't really been used in the community yet. Feel free to ask about that. Anything at all, really. Could be sports as well. Toji versus Zabuza and Haku. At that point in time, Zabuza was able to compete with Kakashi. Kakashi's at least capable of lightning at speeds and beyond, being able to use Chidori. I'd probably say Zabuza and Haku. The speeds in JJK, from my understanding, are not very high. Even Mach 3 to most of the verse is too fast. Right? That's nowhere near the speed of even like light or lightning or anything of that nature. So yeah, Zabuza and Haku would take that. Bring one thing back, CDs or DVDs. I think CDs are more of a staple. If I had to choose. But yeah, the JJK doesn't scale that high. It's certainly not in comparison to the Naruto verse. What death do you think would be worse, drowning or dying in space? I think I've seen a video on what it would like to be to die in space. You would just suffocate. I'd probably say drowning. Probably takes longer. I mean, we don't have any like recorded documentation of people dying in space, at least not to my knowledge, but I'm assuming drowning would be worse. What 5 Naruto characters would be Kendrick fans and what 5 would be Drake fans? So, Kendrick fans, guys that are more cold, I'd say. Guys like Kakashi, Itachi, maybe Pain. Madara would probably be a K-Dot fan. And then probably somebody like Sasori or someone cold like that. I think Drake fans would be like Naruto. Guys that are more like lighthearted. Naruto and Rock Lee would like Drake. My guy. Yeah, who else would probably be a Drake fan? Someone like Obito, pre-manipulation by Madara, like Kid Obito, and Minato. I think would probably like be in between because he's cold, but he can be lighthearted too. But he'd be a little bit in between. Both are my fears, not gonna lie. Oh, dude, those are fucking horrible ways to go out. I don't blame you. They're fucking horrible. What job do you think Itachi would want in real life? Itachi would be probably a military or a law enforcement. He has the psychological profile to be like a soldier or like a detective or something. He's very methodical. His approaches to things are very calculated. So he'd be good in that line of work. He's able to deduce things quickly. He's able to like deduce the unknown quickly. So yeah, he'd be a great detective or like a great soldier. Maybe like special forces. CIA maybe. Like the ones that are in the field. He'd be good at that. 6ix9ine is the worst rapper of all time. Doesn't even make music, it's just loud noise. Hey, 16, dude, 6ix9ine, bro. Yeah, bro. He had like one slapper. It was just him yelling. It was that one song. I don't even know what it's fucking called, but that was like his shit. It was catchy, but it was just like fucking yelling in it. Yeah, he's ass though. I'm not gonna even lie. He is ass. He got jumped in fucking. I think he got jumped in like a Planet Fitness or some shit for being a rat. I'm not gonna lie. I was laughing when I saw that shit. No hate on him, but that shit was funny. I can't even cap. How do you think Sasuke would approach being a police officer? He'd be very like blunt and direct. It's sort of his personality. K-Flock or DD Osama? I know K-Flock, but I don't know DD. Let me look that up. Oh, better rapper. I don't really know. I'd probably say K-Flock, but I don't know DD Osama that much. Like I really haven't heard his music that much. See if I look at him, I'll remember. I'll say K-Flock probably. I'm more familiar with his work. What would you watch a live action Naruto? Would you watch a live action Naruto movie, and what arcs should be adapted? For live action, it's hard to implement, anything live action, especially anime. Probably the most eventful would be like the best for adaptation as far as live action, such as like the war arc, very eventful, very high action pace. The pain arc, very high action pace. The Sasuke retrieval arc, very high action pace. Those would probably be best for like movie adaptation or like live action adaptation. They bring in the most eyeballs at least. They bring in like new audiences that don't even watch anime. The live action aspect would bring more like create more anime fans. Kind of like with the MCU, what they did with Phase 4, the MCU brought in like a whole new audience. K Flock is who 69 thought he was. Yeah. He learned real quick when he got his ass beat in Planet Fitness in that bathroom that he's not built like that, man. What are your thoughts on Playboy Cardi? Playboy Cardi he's a hit maker. Um, he's not like on the level of like the best in the space, but to me I kind of look at him like a not no hate, but like a poor man's Future. Like he makes hits, and that's kind of what he's known for, like the hooks, punchlines. That's the same thing with Future. Future is like a hit maker. Wow. Thoughts on my top 5 rappers with most aura: Tupac, K. Dot, 50, Future, and Nas. That's a good list. I'd have Nas over Future, but obviously that's subjective. So, but yeah, a lot of those guys do belong there. Tupac for sure, 50 for sure, Nas for sure. Ether was amazing. Um, yeah. Let's see. My top 5 rappers. I mean, I would say probably Pac, 50, Drake. I mean, I'm biased. I'm obviously gonna say Drake, Nas, maybe Eminem. Either Eminem or who else would I replace him with? Andre 3000 is really good. Like lyrically, very skilled. Uh, yeah, folks. Any questions at all? Feel free. Team Batman's he'll be back. He said, by the way. That's why you don't hear him right now. Any questions at all? Big L. Is it wrong that I agree with Madara's philosophy? No, that's a moral dilemma that the anime community still discusses, whether he was right or not. It's one of those. That's why he was so well written, because of his ideology.
I'm here, bro. My bad.
Yeah, Batman's back, folks. 50 Cent is low-key funny. I saw an interview he did where he brought the first 4 rows of a Ja Rule concert just to fuck with him. Bro, 50 Cent's one of the best beef like battle artist rappers in the last like 20 years, bro.
He's hilarious. He's also like the god of trolls too.
Yeah,
So.
bro. 50 Cent could like that one album, Get Rich or Die Trying, bro. That shit is it's all-time great. That shit is fire.
Yeah, no, he's hilarious. I was listening to while I was doing some shit before. The with that Naruto live action thing,
Yeah,
that would absolutely that'd be peak in many regards. Like I'm gonna be honest, they could practically do anything really like, and it's gonna go really hard. The ones you definitely said would be like really good ones to do. But if
yeah,
they're gonna do like it originally cut, they probably would do like they should probably do what they did with the Avatar, and basically go that route, but obviously be way better. Because I heard that was kind of like a flop, but like, so they could literally just start it from like the beginning, from like Naruto where he's first shown, skip all the bullshit, right? You don't need to like have all the bullshit, but like this, have a little bit of like the emotional stuff, then go right into the Land of Waves, have that whole great fucking arc, and then that could be a movie right there and then, and that this at least sets it up for future things or
yeah.
whatever,
Facts. It'd
or even
be
a show, something up,
yeah,
but.
exactly. That'd be cool if they did, make that a thing. Um, Kanye had aura until his whole Nazi arc. He has a personality of an edgy white kid. Yeah, dude, he's brilliant as far as like musical talent, but he certainly clearly has some mental issues. I mean, it's pretty obvious. He
Yeah.
says some crazy ass shit, like the Nazi shit and stuff. It's crazy. Aren't they gonna do a remaster of Naruto? Yeah, I heard about that. Like the anime, you mean? Yeah, I believe so.
I'll believe it when I see it, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because
like they've been saying it,
they're
but
already struggling like with board, so like that shit's so fucking behind, man. Because they just refuse to stick to the main events and want to waste all their money and fucking time doing retarded filler shit.
Yeah, exactly. You guys ever heard of Dizzy 8? He's a YouTuber that raps about anime. He's pretty dope. I haven't heard of him, but I'll probably check him out. Sounds dope. Yeah, if I could rap, honestly, speaking of beef and shit, I probably would have made a fucking diss track on Noodles, just for fun.
Oh,
But
that'd be hilarious.
I can't rap, bro. Like, it's not my talent. Uh, let's see. I could probably write, but I can't fucking rap though. Creative enough to like write, but not sound like shit rapping. Probably being fucking just being real. Uh, but yeah, Kanye man, he's just like that like crazy scientist vibes now. Like he's so talented, but he's just fucking insane. Like
Yeah, Kanye has lost his fucking marbles.
he needs to take his fucking bipolar pills or whatever the fuck he's taking, bro. That's what he needs to
Man was
fucking
so
do.
desperate for attention to be relevant too. He fucking tried to join in the Drake and Kendrick thing,
No
and
one even
everybody
give a
ignored
shit
him.
about that fucking song.
Yeah, everybody ignored him.
Like, bro, shut the fuck up and take your pills, buddy.
Like, that's
You
how you know he's fell off, bro. When he got involved and nobody cared. You know what I mean?
he
Because
was like
let's be
talking
real, like
shit to Drake.
if
He's
Lil
like,
Wayne got involved or anyone else, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like people wouldn't give a fuck. They'd be like, oh shit, oh you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
dude, if Drake had like a fucking like alley oop or someone like gave him an assist, that would have been dope. Like fucking
imagine if Lil Wayne came through and started sticking
yeah,
up
like
for Drake.
Wayne or like even Eminem. So he probably would have sided with Drake. He's like more familiar with him, but that would have been
Yeah, no,
crazy.
He's way more closer with Drake than Kendrick. But the
Yeah,
only problem is M does think Kendrick is a better rapper though.
yeah, he
That's
probably
that's mainly
does.
due to like how he is and so on and so on.
He's
Like
more
he
of a
holds Kendrick in like really extreme high regards,
yeah,
but he would have bias for Drake because he's like they're actually close.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's more of a purist. Not us, Noodles. That would be the song, bro. Yeah, dude,
Oh yeah,
honestly,
not like us. I was thinking
yeah,
of doing one more video for the Loco Saga, like to just
yeah.
roast him a little bit more, and then basically like play the Not Like Us song and do the relevant parts to where it shows like me, Jay, Swag, everybody. You know what I mean? Like all
Yeah.
the people not like us, and then it shows the retards, Noodles, Seth, fucking Surfbone, and fucking
Yeah,
stupid ass
bro.
Loco.
I'll call my diss track. I'd probably call it the cuck fuck. That's what I would call my
Oh my!
diss track.
Oh damn!
That shit's gonna stick. Billie Eilish or Madison Beer, who's hotter? Madison Beer. Madison Beer is pretty fine. Billie's alright. She's pretty and shit, but I think Madison Beer is more attractive, in my opinion. I laughed my ass off, dude, Batman. Yeah, dude, we've been giving y'all a bunch of smoke this year. All the fucking smoke we've been in. We've been in the fucking fire, man. But we thrive in it though. We're not
Oh,
like
but Loco he's been hurt though, by the way, because he wrote like this long ass essay on not the one that was absolutely hilarious with all the editing. It
yeah.
was another one before that I released just a bit to be like, hey, I'm even beating you in the beef vids wise,
Oh,
whatever.
oh yeah,
Like your ass, but like I could tell all of it's getting to him because like he fucking wrote
yeah.
a long ass essay, and I was like, and I just responded simply, I'm like, bitch, I ain't reading that shit. Good job wasting your time. Like, fuck
Yeah.
you. I ain't reading your
Uh,
fucking essay. Like, go fuck yourself, bitch.
yeah, dude.
Like.
I don't know if some people write essays
Like
like
you had
that,
your
bro.
time to shine. You could have came through Saturday. Like fuck you. Like
All I'm gonna say is you guys need to let the Joyner Lucas shit go. He's not even a top 5 rapper, of top 50 rapper. Some guys just don't
what?
like fucking Lucas,
He's
bro.
at least
Oh my
minimum top
god, bro.
top fucking.
Oh
He's
my
at least
god.
top 30. Like you guys are weird for that shit.
I don't remember
Um.
when Swag was like, "Fuck that guy." He did not fuck with him
Yeah.
at all.
Like personally,
Yeah,
I
bro.
think he should be at least within top 10 or
He's like a
top
pure,
20.
yeah.
That's
He's
me.
like, you need to be more like a purist or some shit to fuck with Lucas. I don't know.
Like literally, like bro, like you guys think it's weird, but I'm sorry, but nobody can be able to fuck with Joyner and Logic. They can
Yeah,
spit quick.
yeah,
Their lyric skills, you need like I don't give a fuck, bro. Like the only way it's possible if you're like one of those legends for like doing hitmaker rap, which is only Lil Wayne, Drake, and people like that, you know.
yeah,
And if
exactly.
you ain't like that, you're fucked. You're
Yeah,
cooked.
like, those guys are
So
like those are like purists, Logic and Lucas
yeah,
and
so
guys
like
like
if
that.
you guys are
Yeah,
talking shit and whatnot, but guess what? They would fucking end any of the rappers that you know, you
yeah. They're
know.
not like
So
club make like hit makers. They're more like just pure lyricism
yeah, they can just
types. Yeah.
spit
Yeah,
bars,
like
just
Drake, that's the
bars,
type
bro.
of shit. Like you said in Family Matters, like you're the whole club fucking singing to my shit. Like that's his kind of thing. But like guys like Lucas and Logic and shit, they're just like purists, So it's a
Yeah.
different vibe.
That's what I'm
To cut,
saying. Like they would
yeah,
slam like there's so many people that you people probably wrong because I guarantee it. Most of the people that are in here, you guys probably are more along the alignment of like listening to songs that are pretty good. Like some Drake shit, whatever, blah blah. You name it, right? So but when it comes to them, like those lyrical rappers, like they would absolutely clear, bro.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
I don't.
Tekashi 6ix9ine versus Lil Pump. They're both dog shit.
Yeah, they're trash.
Probably probably Lil Pump. I think it's just a little better. But what did Kanye do to try and get involved in the Drake? He so basically he like talks shit about Drake on some fucking interview. He's like, "Oh, go talk to your daddy, Drake." I think he was like referencing his like label or some shit, and then he made that fucking song that no one
And
listened
he
to. I
made the
forgot.
song.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
even know what it's
Like,
called. I didn't even fucking listen to it, but
he was talking shit to Drake and saying like one of his lines is like I don't even remember like a Drake song, basically saying Drake has no good songs, which is
which is a
obviously
fucking
cap.
lie. But
Yeah.
yeah,
What's it called? Another thing was what J. Cole, a line he said like, oh, if you play J. Cole's song, it makes the pussy dry, whatever. That was he
yeah,
was just saying stupid shit, bro.
yeah, bro. Uh, Joiner's
He
top
clearly
10.
wanted
Chiliza
attention.
before I ban you. Before I ban you. Selena Gomez or Sydney Sweeney? Oh, dude, Sydney, easy. Sydney's fucking bad as hell. I'm not gonna lie. Selena Gomez, like, she's cute, but Sydney's bad. Like, she's
Yeah,
a bad bitch.
I think Selena Gomez is like mid or just average to me.
Yeah, she's cute.
Like if I was highballing mid, but like low ball average, but no, that yeah, what you just said, Jay, yeah, she's
Yeah,
yeah.
she's bad, bro. She's like the next fucking Margaret Robbie. She's a bad bitch.
Hmm.
I hate the rats and sophists that downplay Pain and Minato. Joyner is cool. Hot take Logic is corny and was never good. Yeah, I don't think he was never good, but I think some of his shit was fucking just straight flame. But
Tech Nine, he's another example. He'd
oh,
slam a
dude, that
lot of
guy,
people
yeah,
in
that
real
guy's a
time.
purist. That guy could spit for sure.
Yeah.
Another one. Kanye had a few good songs, but I don't see him anything. I don't see him as anything special like Big L or Pac.
The problem with Kanye is when he was at his peak, like he was no fucking joke. Like to
Yeah,
the point where I think even like not even Drake could probably be able to to beat him.
yeah, he
And
was
it
like at
kind
the
of
top of the game.
it boils back like that's still tough to decide. Like I'm beyond. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like if I had to choose, I'd probably say Drake still because I'm biased for Drake compared to those
Yeah,
two.
yeah,
But overall, like back then, Kanye was he was a monster. Like he was doing his shit. He just fell off. That's the problem. And Drake didn't. Lil Wayne
yeah,
didn't either.
exactly.
Like Kanye, he just fell. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah,
So
I got GID over Joyner or Chance the Rapper. GID, is he the guy that makes fucking like?
who is that?
I might be thinking of someone else. No, never mind. Oh, I think I've heard of GID. Oh yeah. The Joyner disrespect has to stop. Yeah, facts, bro.
Oh
Gotta stop
yeah, like
disrespecting him,
at the end
bro.
of the day, if we're talking about as a lyrical like type, rap type stuff, then at the end of the day, this is not even a discussion. Jordan slams, Logic slams, you name it. But if we're
Yeah,
talking about like enjoying a song to the max T, or to vibe to dance to, whatever.
yeah,
Obviously, anybody that's similar to Drake or whatever, blah blah.
yeah,
So
facts. Yeah, Drake is just like he's like the best of both worlds. Like he can make hits, but he can if he has to get like lyrical. He's just like
yeah.
the reason why I
Like,
won Artist of the Decade.
what you guys got to understand too, like Jordan and Logic, they're not even choosing to do that. Like they could if they wanted to. Like look at
Yeah, they don't even
Kendrick.
try.
Like Kendrick,
Yeah,
he normally always sticks to the lyrical stuff, whatever. But then he did that one song, Not Like Us. Like they clearly could do it too.
yeah, they have the
To
talent
dance
to do
to and
it.
to enjoy. It's just
Yeah,
that, but that's not their focus. Like it's kind of like a different genre in a way. Like Lil Wayne, Drake, and other people that are similar. Like they focus on more of like for you to enjoy their music while they're rapping, not to like, oh, hear my lyrical rap skills.
yeah, exactly.
So
It's a
like
different
that's the
thing.
difference. It's a
Yeah.
different genre. Yeah.
Why did J. Cole back out? Because apparently he's
Wasn't
friendly
that
with
Kendrick
both.
or something?
Yeah, he said why did J. Cole back out? It's because he's neutral, I'd say. I think he's friends with both sides, with K Dot, and he's friends
'Cause
with
I heard a rumor. I don't know if it was true or not, but like I heard that that Kendrick told him to stay out of it.
yeah, that
Um,
could be true too. He's
but
definitely
I don't know
neutral
if it's
though.
true though. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely like neutral. I think he's cool with both. So I think
And
he
another
like
thing he did recently is he performed with a concert with Kendrick. I think recently as well after
yeah.
the whole thing was going. So I think yeah, it's either he's neutral or he betrayed Drake. One of the two.
Yeah, like I wish he was part of it, but because Drake would have had some assistance, but it is what it is. Like Drake said, it is what it is. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Uh, I just saw the Madam Web last night. That shit was ass. The only reason I watched that dog shit is because Sydney Sweeney's
I
in it.
haven't watched it either because I heard it was
Uh,
bad. I heard it was just like that one movie with Jared Leto who can't fucking act,
oh
that
yeah,
Morbius,
yeah.
Morbin time. So
The only
I
reason
didn't
I
even
even
give it a
watched that
shot,
movie
bro.
is because Sydney Sweeney's in it and she's bad. I wouldn't even give a shit about the movie.
Bro.
So yeah. Sydney Sweeney or Blondie Fesser? Who's that? Blondie
Yeah,
Fesser. Um, like what the fuck was that even? Why was that even made? That shit was ass, bro. Hot take: Kanye was never the same after his mom died. Yeah, he's been through. He's had a lot of shit happen. Cole out here chilling on his bike with headphones. Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck, bro. Like this whole beef's
Hey,
happening.
but
He's like
real
tuned out.
quick, backtracking to the whole Loco and me beef and all like and the diss videos that I made for him, especially the most recent. Being on the real note, guys, who won that shit? You know who won that shit. I'm sorry,
Dude,
there's no
that.
competition, bro.
Yeah,
Like if you didn't think my first three vids I did like were enough, that's fine, fair, whatever. It was more of me like just roasting, refuting all this shit, whatever. The Naruto Matters thing for the sneak peek, that was good though. The intro
that
for
was
that,
clean. Yeah,
that was pretty clean with the Drake
uh,
shit.
yeah,
But
that
that,
shit's
that was
fine.
the way I had it started with that anyways. It just made sense.
Yeah,
But regardless, if you don't take those first three, the fourth one I did as a response to the bullshit he made. Come on, now there's no way.
bro.
That
Even I
was
like. I didn't post it publicly. It's unlisted, but the little noodles clip I made was fucking him crying and shit. That shit was
yeah.
funny, bro.
That was the third vid I did because I included
Yeah,
your noodle stuff, and then I did
yeah,
my own stuff of like basically going through receipts and showing like the people that locals trying to associate and whatnot with, and this is the guy that's trying to fuck with me.
yeah.
Basically that angle. But then after that, I did my response bit. Like I don't know. To me, it's clear, but you guys
Yeah,
let me
like
know who
with the
that
noodle
shit.
shit, I didn't have to say anything. Just show him crying. That's all I gotta do.
That
Like,
was
what the fuck?
hilarious.
Um, let's see.
Nah, the Steph shit had me dead though. And then when you put the edit in it,
Yeah,
when Kim Star was like, Steph, you think that was okay? What? He's like, yeah.
yeah. He asked Seth on the stream, like, did you really expose Noodles as being a cuck? He's like, oh yeah. Like, he fucking didn't even care.
Yep. Didn't give a
I'm not
fuck.
gonna lie. I even laughed when he said that shit. That shit was funny,
Same,
bro.
no, same. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I had to put that shit in there. I know that hits Noodles deep too. He's like, fuck. Like, and then that's the guy he's sucking off now. That fought like all of a sudden friendly. He fucking exposed your cuck ass,
Oh,
bro.
all of them. Clyde as well. You
Fuck,
name it. All of them.
fuck
They're
that
all
shit.
back to the same old now. So
Yeah.
like I'll
Uh,
say this at the end of the day, I don't associate with nothing because again, fuck pedals, whatever. But I will say this: as long as they are, if they're able to just to go back to the same and it's something positive, at least good for them in that aspect.
yeah.
But either way, I don't give a fuck anymore.
Like
So
Seth, like like I hope he is doing
like
well,
at least
and
they got their heads out of their ass and they can get along now, right? You know what I mean? Not just
yeah,
fucking.
like going at each other. I'd say like, hey, Seth, like I don't give a shit, but I hope either way, I hope he is doing all right. Like maybe he is getting better. Who knows? But like, I'd
uh,
rather just stay out of that, away from that
but
like
let's be
area.
real. There's also the possibility that it's the same bullshit going on within them too. It's probably like
Yeah,
toxic, weird shit drama. Who knows? So who
yeah,
knows?
facts. Funny how they're not butt buddies again. Yeah, it's because Noodles is a fucking cuck, bro. It's because Seth is back in the positive
Noodles is
limelight.
fake. Yeah,
He's a
Noodles is
bitch,
just
bro.
Noodles
Yeah,
is a bitch.
fucking
Like
pussy.
he'll look for any shortcuts. He'll look for anything. He's kind of like a parasite. That's what Noodles
Facts,
is.
bro. Like
So
he was
he's a
latching
two
on.
face.
He
So
latched
yeah.
on to Swag's dick, and then he's like,
Yep.
"Oh my God, Seth is cool again. I'm gonna latch onto his cock now." Like he's a
Yep.
fucking bitch, bro. That's what he is.
Same thing with
Um,
Clyde. He's also using Clyde as well. You
yeah, he's a
name it.
fucking pussy. The reason why he didn't want to come talk to me last week, I would have fucking flamed his fat ass. Would you have a healthy body with no hair, or hair but an unhealthy body? Oh, definitely a healthy body. I could just get fucking implants, fucking hair implants. Yeah, I wouldn't want an unhealthy body. The hair you could just get. I mean, it's expensive, but you can at least get implants and shit. Uh, but yeah, folks, any questions at all? Any questions at all? Feel free. It could be it could take a political turn. It could take a fucking anime turn, sports, whatever you guys want to ask. Feel free. Let's see. Imagine if Cole told Kendrick, "Bet I will check it out." But if we have to make a song together, who knows? But that would have been dope, dude. If he did switch sides and like diss Drizzy, that would have been the weakest shit ever. I and I like Cole. That would have been a weak fucking move, bro.
That would have been weird as fuck too. Imagine like
Yeah.
he's dissing him with gag bacon.
I would have been
um,
like, bro, that's soft
the way
shit.
his song starts, he's like, hey, yeah, you try to beg and betray my man, blah blah. Nah, I'm a fuck. It's like imagine some stupid shit like
Yeah, like
that.
Drake threw a couple of shots at J. Cole and push-ups. He's like, that K dot shit was weak as fuck. Like he's talking about
Yeah,
fucking Cole, and then in Family Matters, he's like, the only one not sleeping about this shit is Cole. Like he was that's the only shit he didn't really throw that much dirt at Cole.
Kendrick said some things too that was funny as well. It was hilarious. They were both just giving like fucking sneak disses and jabs to J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna chill.
Yep, take it to the chin, like he said. He's a man of his word. He did say
he is. Like, he didn't get involved again. Like I didn't like that he fucking backed out, but he didn't. He was a man of his word. He didn't say shit again. So
hey, he was a man of his word. He got out of it. You know, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. Vin Diesel versus The Rock in a real fight. Oh, The Rock would fuck up Vin
The
Diesel in a real
Rock,
fight.
yeah, he's way bigger than him.
Way bigger. Yeah, he's huge, bro. He's on roids. He's like juiced to the fucking
The only
gills.
way Vin Diesel has any chance is if like his fighting skills is like drastically better, like experience, technique, whatever. But Vin Diesel, I know damn well he's not a martial artist. So no,
fuck no. The Rock's like on. He's on like the fucking epitome of steroids. So he's
twice his size.
Yeah, he's twice his size. He would manhandle Vin Diesel. Yeah. Kendrick is really a menace. He wanted 2v1 Drake and Cole, but everyone else decided to jump in thinking Kendrick would save them. Yeah. Hey, this is one thing you gotta say though. Drake one-shotted everybody else besides Kendrick. Everyone else got one-shotted. That's a fact. Fucking Weeknd, fucking Future, all those dudes got fucking one-shotted.
I don't even know why the Weeknd even tried to part like bitch.
Yeah,
like,
I don't.
Like you're not even fucking part of.
Like
rapper.
you're a singer,
like,
bro. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Like,
like Drake flamed his ass with that one line. He's like, "Bitch, you serenaded me." That almost made me reach for my waist. Like that's all he had to say. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. What the fuck are you talking about? And then that one.
They thought it was cute, but like, oh, because the way they dissed Drake was saying like your nudes are leaked, so haha, like you're a retard. And Drake's like, and like, what does that mean? Like,
yeah, like what the fuck, bro? So what? The fuck? Yeah, that's fucking weird. That was weird. And then Metro, all he said about Metro is like, shut the fuck up and go make some drums, because he's not even a rapper. He's a fucking beat producer. Metro.
Literally.
Fucking retard. And then fucking Future.
That shit had me dead though. When
I
he
was
said
crying.
that,
Everyone went on Metro's Twitter, and every time he talked, they'd be like, "Shut the fuck up and go make some drums." Every time.
Literally, you know damn well. The best part about it is like those one, I forgot their name, but it's the black YouTubers where they make the skits of like how they feel once certain things are going on.
Yeah,
if it's sports, rap, whatever, like that.
Yeah, RDC.
Yeah. RDC is hilarious,
dude. They're the fucking goats, dude. Yeah, they really are. They actually know Swag, by the way. They know who he is and shit. Swag.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah. The Swag's legacy goes like long and vast.
Let's be real. Who doesn't know fucking Swag? Mr. Beast knows Swag and associates with him. Like, bro,
that's fucking crazy. Yeah. Jackie
Imagine
Chan.
Mr. Beast and makes a Naruto vid with Swag, like some real.
Holy shit, dude!
Imagine, that'd be crazy.
Fucking Swag would jump up like 10 mil or some shit if that fucking happened.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like, not only would he get more, but like they both make bank with that video.
Oh dude, he probably make like 6 figures.
Like that's what they. No care. I might actually DM that an idea to Swag, but hey, bro, you know what you should do? You should probably get with Mr. Beast, because I know you're close friends with him, and just like do like a Naruto event. But
holy shit,
you could do. They would make bank probably with that
one
shit.
video with Mr. Beast, Swag would make like
imagine it's like a force to death and shit, and they're all like have like flags and whatnot.
Oh, that'd be sick. Yeah, that would be sick.
Oh, just something creative. Like it's there. They could.
That's the type of shit.
Bro.
Beast he would do something like that too, Mr. Beast.
He has the resource, so they could, instead of doing like all these other big events they do, whether if it's military, this, that, or gaming, whatever it is, they just do Naruto theme. That'd be fucking crazy.
That'd be crazy. Jackie Chan versus Bruce Lee. Appreciate the $2 by the way, brother. Kendrick, appreciate that, brother. Jackie Chan, I think, is a black belt in like a bunch of shit.
Oh yeah, he's legit,
and he's been alive longer. So
if you've seen his older movies, because back when we were all like probably not born, what's it called? But like, if you've seen his older movies, like they're. Like I won't say as to enjoy to watch, but the martial arts scenes, those are peak. Like he clearly knows how to fight. It's blatantly emphasized.
Yeah, I'd probably say Jackie Chan. If Bruce Lee was, I mean, it's tough, but I'd slightly lean towards Jackie. He has more like feats and shit.
Bruce Lee was just known as like a performer, not
he's like an innovator.
Yeah,
he's not like an actual fighter. Jackie Chan's not an actual fighter either, but he has more experience, I think. So
yeah. That's why like a lot of people would actually surprisingly beat Bruce Lee, because he's all just lore. He's kind of like the bullshit we hear is in like, oh, the strongest Hokage. Like, nah, he's fucking like, he's not like that.
He's getting like
exaggerated, and he's lore based.
He's getting like that fucking Kakuzu glaze. Like, no disrespect to Bruce Lee though, he's a legend. Like innovation.
Yeah, he's a legend. Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is.
He even created like that one type of punch as well.
Yeah,
like we're not saying he's like fake or like some WWE shit. But
no, he's not fake.
He wasn't like the main line like legit. Thing,
he was never world class. He was never, like some people think he was like fucking like the ninja god.
But like Mike Tyson beat his ass.
Mike would fucking eat him. Yeah, like real fighters would fucking like John. Connor would sleep him. Like yeah. Imagine if Cole and Drake teamed up against Kendrick. How would things change? Drake might have won with Cole. He might have won if he had that. If he had that ammo by his side and that like assistance.
Yeah, I don't
Uh,
know. Yeah, I don't know if K Dog is gonna do a
yeah,
two
against
v
both of
one.
them,
Yeah,
that's
I
tough,
know.
bro. Yeah. How
Because
do you think
even the diss that J Cole did, that was pretty good.
it
Like
was good? It
it
was
was
really
a
good.
very good warning shot. Like I thought
Yeah,
I was impressed with it.
that shit was fire. Like if he would have like took the gloves off, they might have beaten K Dot. So, how do you think Chris
Exactly.
Brown would fare in a beef with Cole and Drake? I mean, with Drake, Cole, and Kendrick. Chris Brown, he's way up his league,
Wouldn't that
bro.
be ironic though, Jay? Like the fucking big three, but it's a 2v1 and they're just beating K Dot's ass.
Yeah, yeah. Chris Brown, by the way, would not stand a chance against any three of those guys, Cole,
Oh
Drake,
no,
or Kendrick. He
he's a
gets
fucking
folded.
he's Sakura in comparison to like
He's
Madara.
a singer like him and fucking Quavo when they went at it. He
The
beat Quavo
weekend.
though. He did beat
Yeah.
Quavo, but in my opinion, he beat Quavo in the diss battle. He fucked his chick too while they were together, Sweetie.
It's like, bro,
So
it's like, what do you expect from someone like Post Malone or The Weeknd or Chris
yeah, they
Brown?
can't fuck with those guys, man.
They're not a
Uh,
rapper, bro. What the fuck?
yeah,
Like,
no, Chris Brown's not fucking. He might have beat Quavo, but he's not beating those guys. Those guys are like the best in the game right now. So Drake was really the Raikage slapping up Metro before going against Sasuke K Dot.
oh my god.
The Weeknd blocked Hotline Bling from going #1. And Drake hasn't forgiven him since.
Not even. Fucking Metro was fucking Zetsu when the Raikage
Oh,
speed was
dude, facts.
and he's like, oh my god, he's so fast.
Yeah, facts. That's fucking Chris Brown. Nah, yeah, facts. Who's the better actor? John Cena, Batista, or The Rock? The Rock. He has like the most hits, like movie wise. I think he's the best actor out of those three. Batista can actually act too, though. Like when he was in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Avengers, he's a good cool character. He did a good job. Um, yeah, but yeah, folks. Yeah, that K Dot man versus Kendrick. I mean, K Dot versus Drake. If Cole was part of it, it would have been a lopsided thing because having two guys at that level go against
Imagine
you.
if J. Cole like joined Drake, but then out of nowhere Eminem joins Kendrick.
Oh
Imagine
fuck,
that. Like what
Eminem's
the fuck?
Eminem's he's too skilled in the fucking pen, man. For any, like, that'd be a problem if he joined. I gotta get ready for work.
I don't think Drake and Cole could beat Eminem if he joined. I really
No,
don't. I don't know
definitely,
about
especially
that,
not
bro.
fucking prime Eminem. I don't think any three of them would beat him in his prime. Fuck no. But
Yeah.
like bar for bar, it's gonna be nearly impossible to beat him. To be honest. I gotta get ready for work. I'll talk to y'all later. Hey, appreciate your project. Appreciate your brother. The Rock. Yeah, The Rock's definitely. Yeah, he's the best actor of those three.
Even M has conceded in his Kamikaze album, like as of now, not. I don't think he was referring to his prime, but he was saying like as of now, like if you ain't Kendrick or J Cole or Joyner, you're a goner. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
like get out of here.
yeah. Prime Eminem, man, is just fucking. It's insane, bro. I really think William Dafoe or Leonardo would be a great Joker. Dude, William Dafoe would be a perfect Joker, bro. Like the
Oh
guy that
yeah,
played.
with how he
Yeah,
did Green Goblin, he would absolutely
perfect.
fucking kill it. Like, bro, the
Yeah,
people have actually put like edits of like him dressed up as a Joker, and he looks fucking clean, bro.
yeah, fucking fire. Like he'd be perfect if he wanted to do it. He'd be the perfect fucking Joker, bro. Prime Eminem versus the whole rap game right now. They would need like the heavy hitters to even stand a chance,
Yeah,
bro.
they would need like the most insane lyrical
Like
people. If it's
Cole,
just a,
Drake, Kendrick.
yeah,
Like,
like if it's just like Lil Wayne and Drake and Kanye, maybe if it's all three of them, but
yeah,
I don't know, man.
yeah, man. He was like,
Because the way Eminem is, he fucking hits it where like it hurt. Like he'll roast and fucking like kill you at the same time.
yeah,
Like,
he's tough to beat, and you need to be like a legitimate battle rapper to beat him, like a world class
like
battle
Eminem,
rapper.
he's just one of a kind. He's one of those insane like holy shit type dissers, bro. Like he's
Yeah,
just
especially in his fucking
like
prime,
him
man.
and Tupac. Like you just those two, you just wouldn't fuck with, man. Like
Exactly.
even to
Yeah,
this day, everybody says do not fuck with M.
yeah. No,
Like,
that's why no one goes at him. They're like, fuck that shit.
yeah.
Before Eminem before he got clean was Hokage type level shit. Facts, bro. Dude, fucking prime Eminem when he was still like before rehab and shit, dude, he was so raw, like super just talented, insane, bro. This
And
might
bro,
be a hot
look at
take.
like all the pop singers that try to fuck with M, the rappers, and they all got slaughtered by him back then,
Yeah,
bro. They were
dude.
slaughtered.
This might be a hot take, but K Dot and Drake have more impressive diss tracks than Eminem with Killshot. It isn't that great. It's okay. Eminem didn't go that hard at fucking
Yeah,
MGK
that's the
though.
thing. If
Uh,
we're comparing to Killshot, I would absolutely agree.
yeah,
What
he
they
didn't go
call,
that
but
hard.
that's the problem. Eminem, he didn't even have to go hard to slam that fucking
Yeah.
buffoon.
All
Like,
you had to say is like, bitch, my flops are your biggest hits, and that ended MGK's career. Like it was
Like,
over.
like, yeah, yeah, like he literally went in like easy mode, but still fucking slaughtered MGK
Yeah,
basically.
he
Like
literally
it
retired
was
him into doing
nowhere
like
near, yeah, it
yeah,
was nowhere near at the distance he did back then, like to Mariah Carey
yeah,
and
like that shit.
fucking all these other
No.
motherfuckers. Like it was nowhere that to that extreme.
Yeah, fuck
If
no.
he went to that extreme, MGK would have probably cried or some shit. Who
Yeah,
knows?
dude. He literally retired him into like trash ass rock music. Like
Into
that's what
acting,
happened.
and yeah,
Yeah,
he
bro.
went from to acting and into rock,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah, like it's fucking he retired his ass. He never rapped again. Like and he
But
wasn't
that's the thing that you guys don't understand either. Like Kendrick was kind of inspired and tried to do like the with a cheat code, but
yeah.
Eminem, he was so insane at dissing, he would literally end people's careers. Like
Yeah,
he would
literally.
literally do that. Like either they were fucked music or had to go to different fucking professions because that they were just done. Like
Yeah,
legit.
you can't fuck with him, man, in his prime. Hell no. Oh, $5 from Kendrick, appreciate it, brother. If the Leaf
And
Village went
he
to
just did that with lyrics too. He didn't do that with any like shock value or like cancel culture shit like Kendrick did.
yeah,
So
if the Leaf Village went to war with each other, what clan would come out on top? Uh, you mean like during Naruto? The Uchiha clan probably. If well, it depends on what point in history. If it's like the beginning of the Leaf, then the Senju, because Hashirama was still around. If it's during like Hiruzen's time, the Uchiha, because they have like a bunch of firepower on that side. If it's during Tsunade's time, I mean, which clan would win? I mean, technically Sasuke and Itachi are not in the Leaf. And Fugaku's dead. The Uchiha are exterminated.
yeah.
Maybe the fucking Hyuga would win at that point. As far as clans.
Yeah,
Um,
The Hugo are cracked. Like, don't underestimate them. They're
yeah, they have
cracked.
Neji. They have like his fucking uncle.
Like,
Like
they're
yeah,
definitely third place. Like, that's
yeah,
the Hugo. Like after the Senju, and then Uchiha. Like the Hugo are right there. So
yeah. Facts. CBD hemp pre rolls or 1 milligram melatonin gummy for sleep. I try to stick to just the CBD, like pure CBD. Melatonin is good too, though. Most people don't understand the lyrical depth of Killshot. Did he fucking ended him? He just dropped one diss track and ended his
oh
career.
yeah, like yeah,
You
no.
know?
If you analyze like the lyrical, like the meanings behind meanings, like the fact that he didn't even go hard, like to extreme disrespectful or toxic ways as he did back then. But if you just understand how he conveyed the lyrics and how he dissed and whatever, it's just it was insane. Like he basically dissed like he basically dissed being kind, but because of how deep the meanings were and what he said that were just facts,
Yeah,
it
bro.
slammed. It still fucking slammed the fuck out of him.
Facts. Hey, what's going on, Sage? What's going on, brother? Hey, bro, just wait for my video to drop tomorrow. Trust the Gojo agenda will be live. Hey, bro, that's what's up, man. We gotta get that fucking Gojo agenda back in this bitch.
Yes,
Shout out to the boy.
sir.
Shout out to Sage. Shout out to TG. Those are the boys right
Yes,
there.
sir.
Yeah, Gojo, man.
Virtue as well.
And shout out to Virtue too. Yeah, the agenda's back, man. We're gonna be spreading that everywhere, all over social media, especially if he's actually back. I mean, we're spreading that shit like wildfire, bro. Like
Yeah.
wildfire. So facts. But yeah,
And
go make sure to go.
Simply Choi, he thinks it's like a
Yeah,
hallucination
I
or
think I saw him talk
something
about
else.
it on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check out Sage's video, man. Sage's been killing it though. Shout out to you, bro.
I'm hoping not.
Uh,
Like, bro, you know how disrespectful that shit would be, bro? Like that
yeah.
motherfucker's trolling his fan base, bro.
Gege, yeah, Gege's literally trolling if he does that shit. He's like, oh, I'll give you a
Literally,
taste,
he's
but
dead ass trolling. He's like, "You all want to cry? All right, bet now I'm gonna tease you."
he's like, bitch, you thought. That's basically what he's gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bitch, you thought. He's still gone. Yeah, well, I'm hoping he's back,
Even
bro.
then, I'll have no regrets. I'll still sit there proud and be like, "Nah, he's still coming back."
Facts. I'm like, he's still the go. I don't give a
uh,
fuck if he's dead.
uh,
Fuck it. Yeah, literally, bro. Uh, thoughts on sea moss or black seed oil? Seed oil is good. It's a good supplement. Why is
yeah.
Drake out here dissing Serena Williams, Rihanna, and Esperanza Spalding on For All the Dogs for no reason? Dude, Drake's just a dog,
Drake be
bro.
like that. Yep.
Yeah, man. He's a dog. Yes, sir. Yeah. Drake, he does like make songs where he's like going at somebody, and a lot of people like speculate who or what he's talking about, like just in past songs. So yeah, people are like trying to like say like, oh, he's talking about this person here, that person here, K dot here, or whatever. Drake's is very like witty when it comes to stuff like that, even if it's like a slight shot. Um, but yeah, shout out to you, Sage. Appreciate you coming in, brother. I don't know. Rap Devil was nice. Rap Devil was all right. It was all right. It was an ass. You know, got a dip, but much love, boys. Hey, appreciate you for coming in, brother. Yes, sir. We all gotta link up soon for sure, though. For sure. I was always a Sukuna fan, but I can't lie. I can't wait if Gojo comes back. Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. He's that guy. Like, come on, man. Let's not pretend that he's not. So no Poetic Justice too. That shit was fire. Poetic Justice was fire. Um, if those guys ever make peace, shake hands, maybe we can get something else like that again. So we'll see. See. But yeah, folks, any questions at all? Feel free to ask. Again, anything at all, feel free. Let's see. By the way, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. It's really appreciated. Gets up on the algorithm, helps in many, many ways, so appreciate that. If you could just take a second to hit the like button. All right. And if you want some entertainment, and you didn't catch last week's stream, there's definitely a lot of entertainment in that one. So I clipped the best part. Make sure to subscribe to the Clips channel if you haven't already. We have a Clips channel for the pod. So yeah. All I'm gonna say is that The Weeknd carried Drake on Crew Love. Drake spit on that song though, but yeah, The Weeknd's like moments in that song was pretty fire though. I'm not gonna lie. Highest anticipated upcoming boxing match. Mm, I think it was Usyk versus Fury. Now that that's done, uh, as far as like officially put on fights, maybe Tank versus Martin. I think that's pretty anticipated. Martin's a pretty sought out prospect, so we'll see how that goes. That's probably the most hyped as of now, as far as official fights that are already like scheduled. I'm out, guys. I appreciate you coming in, Luis. Peace out, brother. Do you all play Fortnite? I've played Fortnite before. Definitely more of a team thing. If you're by yourself, like I won't play it at all. But if I'm in the mood for it, and I'm like with the dogs, I'll play it. It's cool sometimes. I kind of got to be in the mood for it though. But yeah, folks, any questions? Any questions at all? Feel free. Can be like I said, anime, sports, uh, even politics. We've had like almost entire streams talking about fucking politics as well. We're just like stirring the melting pot. Like stirring that melting pot of conversation. So. But yeah, folks, any questions? Any questions? Let's see what you guys have said. If I missed anything up here. But yeah, Drake is a subtle dish shotter, like a dish shot person for sure. Ever thought about streaming games? Oh shit, it's not bad in here. Ever thought about streaming? We have before actually. A while ago, me, Batman, and Shinobi did a zombies, Call of Duty zombie stream. This is Loco G. But yeah, maybe we'll do that again. We could do another stream where we play zombies or something like that. Or we could play another game. You guys had like any suggestions on that? So, do you think Iran will go to war with Israel? I think there's a lot of risk in doing that, with it being an ally. Iran's going to run into other problems, such as foreign intervention from allies, things of that nature. So, I doubt it. There'd have to be quite the incentive to actually go to like official war with them. Cinderella versus Snow White. Who scales higher? Probably Cinderella. Legacy wise, lore wise, Cinderella's just more well known. Higher lore, yeah. If you were unaware of the actions of Vought and the Seven, would you be on Starlight's side or Homelander's side if you were in the boys' verse? If I was unaware of like all the shit behind the scenes, honestly, like If I didn't know anything about Homelander and just knew like he was who he was on TV, probably Homelander, if I'm being honest. He represents like from obviously without knowing what he's done to the people watching, he seems to represent like that gritty, patriotic person. Obviously, like behind the scenes, is a piece of shit, but like, yeah, probably Homelander. Uh, do you think Israel knew about the October 7th attacks beforehand? It's possible. It's possible that perhaps they had some intel on it, but if they completely knew about it, like from the bottom up, they would have prevented it better, like prevented the casualties, and so perhaps they knew some of it, or perhaps they knew of something coming, but I doubt they knew like the exact specificities of what was going to take place. Jimmy Neutron versus Timmy Turner. Jimmy Neutron's just far more intelligent. He scales above him as far as intelligence. Lore-wise, I mean, Timmy Turner and the Fairy Odd Parents probably has more lore amongst forms of media and cartoons, but character to character, Jimmy Neutron. Obviously, without his fairy godparents alongside him, because they're obviously like literally like floating hacks, like tools for him, where you can like do wishes and shit. So, but yeah, folks, in about a week or two, we'll probably start doing webcam streams. So we'll get that way, it brings a different, a more resonating vibe to the podcast. For sure. But yeah, let's see these questions. I think Batman's busy, by the way, again, folks. That's why he's not here right now. Any questions at all? As far as future content, obviously, like I said, look forward to the webcam podcasts. I got like a combat sports related video coming. I'm just scripting it, gonna record it, probably edit that as well. Again, we might do sponsored videos if shout out to the boy again, Prodigy, if he decides to sponsor me and Batman for those videos, those will be coming as well. So yeah, we got some stuff coming for y'all, of course. And then obviously once the official Boruto chapter drops in a couple of days, I'll do an official review to that as well. Besides Shibai and maybe Damon, does Omni-Man beat every Naruto Boruto character 1v1? Omni-Man, I would say he's around planetary, give or take. Beat every Naruto Boruto character 1v1. Current Boruto, he's not beating a lot of people. Guys that are way above planetary. Boruto, Kawaki, the Shinju, Baryon Naruto, Ishiki, full power. Those guys are way above planetary. In the Naruto verse, he beats most people until you get like to 6 paths. Guys that start like scaling over planetary blatantly. What sport do you think would be considered the perfect sport in terms of engagement, discipline, enjoyment? I guess that's obviously like a question with a subjective answer, but I'd probably say in terms of the most raw competition you could literally observe, it'd have to be like a combat sport, maybe MMA. It's the literal imposing of wills on each other, right? From a competitive standpoint, like it doesn't get more raw than that as far as competition. You're literally trying to impose your will physically on another man with the sole objective being to beat him in combat. That's probably the most like raw, real sport you could observe. Um, as far as entertainment as well, it's obviously highly entertaining. Uh, the discipline for it, you got to be insanely disciplined to be a good fighter. So I'd probably say combat sports in general, but more specifically, MMA probably is like the closest thing to like a perfect sport. People have been accusing JJK fans of hypocrisy for clowning on other series for character resurrections, only to get hyped for Gojo's return. Thoughts? I mean, if that's the case, then that would be hypocrisy. I mean, clearly, they're now cheering for their beloved character, but they criticize others for doing the same. in other fictional animes, you know, so it is hypocrisy, so I kind of get it. Let's see. But yeah, folks, we'll probably go about another 10 minutes or so. Unless, you know, we start getting like more donos. I might do like the thing again where every minute we'll stay another minute longer. Um, or it picks up, you know, the chat picks up more. But yeah, folks, any questions? Feel free, any questions at all. We had like a peak last week, you know, so like now it's like all that energy. The way I look at it is like all that energy was peaking, right? This climax moment. So now it's kind of like that downhill part, right, where the vibes are more chill. It was that smoke was in the air, you know. That fire was like burning bright. Now this week we're more like returning back down, you know, if that makes sense, as far as like the hype and the vibes, I guess you could say. Is my connection working? Yeah, I could see your messages. Hebi Sasuke beats the bottom five. Akatsuki loses the top five. Could maybe give Kisame a good fight, but probably loses. Yeah, he beats Hidan. He beats Kakuzu. He beats. I mean, he barely beat Datara. He beats Setsu. He'll beat Konan probably. And then everybody else he'd lose to. Yeah, Sasori he'd lose to, and Kisame, and Pain obviously, Itachi, Obito. $2 from Kendrick. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that a lot. The greatest mentor of all time. I mean, fiction wise, greatest mentor. That's a good question. I had to think in fiction. As far as a mentor is concerned, some of the greatest mentors I can think of. I mean, there's Master Splinter, you know, from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's a legend. I would also say perhaps, in a way, Alfred mentored Batman. In a way, he is kind of a mentor as far as like wisdom. Perhaps him. Odin from Marvel, great mentor. Charles Xavier from you know, in the X-Men is a mentor to all the X-Men. Great, obviously great mind as well. As far as anime, perhaps a good mentor would be, you could say Master Roshi, legend. You know, Master Roshi was the man who trained Goku from his youth. You know, legend as well. Um, some other ones as well. Those are some of the best for sure. But I appreciate the $2, brother. I'll put that on the screen right quick. Appreciate that. Let's see. Was Orochimaru Obito really going to solo Sage Kabuto and all the Edo Akatsuki members? He seemed confident until he saw Edo Madara. I think at the very least, he most likely thought he could at least handle them if necessary, enough to evade at least. But with Madara there, he's like, yeah, I'm out of my league. You know, once he saw Madara, so I do believe he believed in his mind at the very least that he could handle anything that Kabuto had for him, including the Akatsuki. He probably gained that confidence from gaining the Renegon and obviously implanting it into himself. Certainly. So that's probably why he gained so much confidence. He had confidence already prior to the Renegons and like, you know, being implanted, but after it, he seemed to gain a boost in confidence as well. So MCU based Thanos versus the third rate Kage. Third rate, probably Thanos. He has enough to like consider him pretty high up in scaling, at least in comparison to people like the third rate Kage. Christian Gamer versus Conan, 8 billion paper bombs. EMS Sasuke versus the live Tobarama. Sasuke. What was a character you had high expectations for but got cut short? That's a good question. Probably trying to think what was one I had. I would say maybe Hulk in the MCU. Speaking of the MCU, as far as power wise, I thought he was going to be one of the staple pieces to defeating Thanos, but instead he literally hid from Thanos out of fear, which was very disappointing. Trying to think of some other characters as well. Mm, Hulk, I'd say, like I said. What about anime? Perhaps Rock Lee. Obviously, that was very early on when I learned of what he was and what he represented. Obviously, I was disappointed to see his journey not really go that much further as far as his development. So Rock Lee is definitely one of them as well. Um, Rock Lee is definitely one of them. I think most people would agree with that as well. MCU Avengers and Thanos versus Momoshiki. Avengers and Thanos. Momoshiki is blatantly like far beyond planetary, so I think he'd beat them. In the MCU, they don't really scale that high, so amongst the Avengers, maybe Thor like at his strongest, and Thanos can scale above planetary. But Momo's blatantly above it, far above it actually. So maybe like solar system, maybe not solar system, but he is in between planetary and solar system, like multi-planetary, or he scales quite high. So Sasuke is really strong, and I'm not letting Conan use prep time or that ocean of paper bombs. uh, yeah, Thanos' best feats in the MCU is when he threw a moon at Iron Man. Obviously, him snapping his fingers was like universal, or like semi, like you know, well, not universal. Technically, it was half the universe, but he affected the entire universe, you could say. So it was technically universal. With the gauntlet, perhaps hacks wise, he could take Momo, but I think it's in terms of like physical attributes, he's getting outsped, outpowered, overpowered, etc. So comic book iterations definitely give them much higher scaling, especially Thanos and the Avengers. But yeah, folks, any questions at all? As far as the MCU, we do know Deadpool 3 is coming out. That should be interesting. It's apparently going to be the final appearance of Hugh Jackman's career. I mean, he's been Wolverine since '02, I think, or whenever X-Men 1 came out. I think it was like 2000 or 2002. So he's been Wolverine over 2 decades. But yeah, folks, any questions? Any questions at all? Feel free. Kendrick's been carrying a little, so we'll stay longer. Shout out to Kendrick, bro. Kendrick the GOAT. Uh, oh, $5 from PT. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that a lot. Another 5 minutes added on. Appreciate that, brother. Put that on the screen right quick. Your top 3 favorite superheroes versus top 3 villains. It's a good question. So, as far as comic book characters, top 3 favorite superheroes, I'd say Batman is definitely up there. Obviously, he'd be up there. I'd also say, as far as superheroes, Spider-Man. Spider-Man would be in the top 3. And then the third character, quite cliche to say, but probably Superman. Or I'd switch him for Wolverine. It's between those two. As far as superheroes and who they are, their personalities, their ideologies, their aesthetics, obviously like their powers. Obviously, Batman doesn't have any, but he makes up for it in his ideology and his character. As far as top 3 villains, Joker definitely top 3 easily. Joker. I'd also say perhaps Doctor Doom. Um, Joker, Doctor Doom, and maybe Green Goblin is quite the villain. Or Galactus. As comic book wise, he's quite the villain. But Joker's definitely my number one. That's an easy number one for me. Put that on the screen though. Appreciate that. BT, appreciate that, brother. Put that right there. Appreciate that, brother. Yamato Shikai versus Avengers, MCU Avengers and Power Stone Thanos. Uh, Yamamoto, you could argue that his Shikai is at least like city block level, at least, especially when he was using it against the other captains during the Soul Society arc. It was kind of flexing. It's very powerful. most of them wouldn't have the durability to like survive the flames. It'd be like the upper echelon characters like Thor perhaps and Hulk and WandaVision. Wanda could use her hacks maybe to like shield herself. The others would be like burned to a crisp, like Captain America and obviously Hawkeye and Black Widow. They'd be way out of the league. uh, but I'll probably side with Yamamoto probably. Logically, I believe that Edo Madara beats White Mask Obito, but if I find it hard to figure out how Madara actually beats him, what does Madara do when Obito just walks through his Susanoo? Essentially, he'd have to blitz him before he could activate. He'd have to blitz him before he could
If
activate.
it's Edo Madara, and sorry for the delay, what's it called? I
Oh, you're
think
good.
the only way you can really do it is if he has like wood style and he does like that one thing where there's like a gas everywhere.
Yeah,
Obito would be
deep
forced to
force
be in Conway's.
emergence.
Yeah, he'd be
Yeah,
forced to use it the whole time.
yeah.
So
Catching him would be difficult. You could argue he could blitz him before he like activates it. That is possible. Like Minato could do it. He certainly could. Um, I think it'd be a combination of speed and like strategy to catch him.
yeah, like if they're just both starting off, he more than likely just gets blitzed. But if he's able to get Conway, then it just boils down to how good Obito tries to survive and be on defense, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just boils down to Mater having to strategize on how to deal with that annoying ability. So
Yeah,
the way I see it, if Minato can figure it out, I don't see why he can't do it. But
yeah, exactly. Vasto Lord Ichigo versus KCM Sage Mode Naruto. So the thing about this is what I would say about Bleach. The scaling is quite vague, especially in early Bleach. But I would say Vasto Lord Ichigo when he fights Second Resurrection Ulquiorra is certainly bare minimum based off like what they were accomplishing and how much they were affecting like the environment around them. I would say if I had to get a wide range of like tier, they'd be anywhere from like city level to possibly continental. Planetary, you could even argue that. And then the speed is quite vague. If you go to the light speed argument route and say, oh, one of the weaker Espadas were like using light speed attacks and like dealing with them and things of that nature, then Rasto Lorde would be far beyond light speed, fighting a top seat ranked Espada.
yeah,
Um, so against KCM stage Naruto, the speed sort of discrepancy would be interesting. Again, the Bleach characters are harder to scale, especially during that time. You could
they're
argue
just
that he's
very
above.
vague.
Yeah, it's very vague, and I would say you could say both are above light speed or around that level. Especially, KCM already alone is like relativistic. With Sage Mode, and if it's KCM 2, is just farther beyond. And so is Ichigo. Um, that's tough. That's a tough one. Durability wise, I think Naruto would take it. I think he's more durable. Firstly, you got to
Oh
equalize it and
yeah,
assume they could hurt each other. Like if you got to assume Naruto could see him in the first place, since he's
they
technically
probably can't even hurt Naruto if I'm being honest, because like
yeah,
the most we see with like with Bleach, you name it, like and like it's like oh, there's Zero Blasters, which are kind of similar to like like baby Biju bombs in comparison. I don't think it's the same exact of radius either.
yeah,
Like you have that, and then you have like when Aizen and Ichigo are at their strongest forms, and they're over here like slicing mountains casually. Like
yeah,
you have like that level of power, and like like I don't know. I just think Naruto would be too tanky for him. You
yeah. I
know,
think Naruto would probably take it. Yeah,
because like bro, like fucking Madara and Hashirama, they were cutting mountains and shit. And that was just them, and KCM 2 Naruto was able to like destroy mountains and whatnot. You name it, the whole nine. What's it? So it just kind of gets to the point like then you add like Sage Mode, then you add the six paths. Like it's just amps upon amps, and it's just like I don't know. I feel like he'll be too far, but
yeah, I agree. Uh, who are your top five favorite female fictional characters? Wonder Woman.
yeah, for sure.
Uh, I'd say Mikasa from Attack on Titan. I really like her.
Yeah,
Great character. Uh,
Tsunade. Yeah.
Tsunade's pretty great. Yeah, she's a great character. I'm trying to think of other fictions. So Marvel, DC, Marvel. Trying to think of a cool female
Marvel
character.
doesn't really have like that's the
Yeah,
problem.
maybe Jean
Um,
Grey. I mean, but she's really not
yeah,
that
you
well
could say
known.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
problem. If it's like
Uh,
DC, I would say fucking uh Let me see. Even DC is not really like. I
Yeah,
guess
besides
Talia al Ghul kind of is
yeah,
pretty well
besides like
known. Like
Wonder
with the
Woman, I mean
Batman.
there's Supergirl, she's cool. But
Yeah, yeah. It's really just Wonder
yeah.
Woman and Supergirl that's kind of known
Yeah.
mainly.
I'd say
I guess
maybe
you
I
could say Spider Gwen too, maybe.
yeah, I
But
could say Barbara Gordon, like she was Batgirl.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
she's
Barbara Gordon.
cool.
There you go. Yeah, Batwoman.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
She's cool. Uh who else from other fictions? As far as let's see. Dragon Ball, I mean,
Because if we're just talking about like known people, like that's where it gets really hard,
yeah.
especially for Marvel and DC for women, because people don't really like, they're not really advertised as much as the men.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, yeah.
But yeah, but if it's like anime, that's a lot more easier though. Like
Mikasa, Tsunade,
yeah,
yeah.
Android,
Even
like
honestly,
18.
Even Sarada is a great character, and she's barely like
Yeah,
starting her
Sada is
journey.
great. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
good.
she's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, there's a few. Yeah. $2 from Kendrick. Appreciate that, brother. Toph versus Gara. Honest truth. Toph versus Gara. I think Gara can. I think speed wise, Gara would take it, especially Boruto
Yeah,
Gara. Gara he would
exactly.
slam, but
Too
Toph,
fast, the
yeah,
Sam.
too fast
Yeah.
for him. I mean, for her, probably Gara more than likely the speed. Um, yeah, I'd probably say Gara.
Yeah. Gara,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, he just has better scaling. Ellie from The Last of Us 2 is that's a great one. Yeah, yeah, I forgot about her. Ellie would definitely be
Oh
one of my
yeah,
favorite
yeah, yeah,
characters.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Ellie's
Yeah, I
amazing.
haven't played Last of Us 2 yet. I am gonna play that eventually, but yeah, she was even great in The Last of Us
She's
1, right?
goaded, bro. Yeah, she's goaded for sure. I really enjoyed using her in The Last of Us 2 and like fucking everybody up. Um, after what happened, it was amazing. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
definitely
like bro,
peak.
like I remember playing The Last of Us 1, 'cause that's the only one I've played so far, and fucking like where Joel was like, I think he was either hurt or
Oh
kidnapped, one
yeah,
of the
yeah,
two,
yeah,
I don't remember.
yeah,
She was like, she had like her solo mission, and she's over here just slaughtering everybody and surviving.
yeah. Literally, yeah. She was already like a little assassin already. Like even back then, like Joel
Yeah.
taught her like the ins and outs of survival. I think her just watching him and like getting influence from how he like operates, it taught her a lot.
Oh, that's what it was, though. He was hurt. Yeah, that's what it was. He was hurt, so she was like having to survive on her own and take care of him. And then there's a point
Yeah,
where she's like basically like fighting a whole war by herself and just killing all these motherfuckers,
dude. All the
adults, you
like
name it.
those fucking weird
And then
ass like
Joel comes in, yeah,
yeah,
like that
the fucking
pedo
pedo
guy.
cannibal. Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, he was trying to do shit with her, and
fucking
it
David.
was
Yeah,
implied that he was going to get his way, but then Joel comes and
yeah.
saves
Yeah,
her.
fucking yeah, it was pretty cool playing as her in that part where I think he got like fucking like sneaked up on by a dude and he fell like on a fucking nail or some shit and like stabbed himself and
Yeah.
like he has to like
There's
Ellie
some
had to like
weird dark shit though. Like the fact they went the whole cannibal pedo route. I was like,
that shit
what
was
the
fucking
fuck?
crazy. Like the dude pretended to be like a nice person. He's like, "Come with us,
Like
we have food." And then
religious, like God. Yeah.
yeah, and then he fucking like it puts her in prison and like was gonna like fucking eat her and shit. It was fucking weird. Yeah, I'm glad
Yeah.
I'm glad
At first he was gonna eat her, but then
yeah.
she uses her girl card and like starts being like sexual with him, and then he's like starts doing it back with her, and like, oh, I'm like, oh hell no, this
Oh
motherfucker's
fuck no.
weird.
I was so happy when we were able to fucking kill him finally.
Yeah.
It's like fuck that
Yeah, because
motherfucker.
it was implied like when everything was going to shit and like because she fucked him up. That's the funny
Yeah,
part. Like
she
she
beat
was
his
fucking
ass.
him up, but
Yeah.
he was too much for her. Like he was way stronger, you name it.
Yeah.
And it was implied that he was gonna, unfortunately do what he's gonna do. I'm not gonna say it, but then Joel comes and then saves her, and then I think she like just stabs him over and over
Yeah,
again.
she
He does
like I
that.
think yeah, like you're
Yeah.
like you with the controller, you have to grab her like the machete thing. You grab it
Yeah,
and then she starts fucking like maiming his ass with it. And that was
yeah,
I'm not
just
gonna lie,
over and over.
that was
Yeah.
satisfying though. I was glad she fucking killed him. But yeah, that part was crazy. I was like, holy shit, bro, this is
I
insane.
don't think anybody wouldn't think like, oh hell yeah, because that motherfucker was trying to do weird ass shit to her at that moment. So
Yeah. I'm glad that she fucking beat the shit out of him with that shit. That was like the satisfying part. Clementine is up there for me. Love Walking Dead. Oh, she's a
oh
cool
yeah,
character
yeah,
from the video
Clementine. Yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah. She's
Yeah.
good, yeah.
The climax of the Land of Waves is better than any moment in the Pain arc. The climax of the Land of Waves? I
No,
don't
not
know
Lan
about
no, 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 Lana
that.
Wave's not. No, Pain Arc
Yeah,
slams that shit.
that
Come
shit
on,
is
bro.
amazing. I mean, it's a good arc, but yes,
Yeah,
not
like
better than the Pain arc.
nostalgic vibes, you name it. Yeah, sure, that's in. But then again, that's kind of not fair. But yeah, like if we're talking like nostalgic vibes, whatever, like peak stuff. Yeah, sure. But if we're comparing like out of all arcs, no, yeah, Pain Arc
Yeah,
definitely slams. Yeah.
yeah. Vasto Lord Ichigo was less than half strength when he followed Kyora because his robe was ripped. I don't know where if that was stated somewhere, but Hoyoku Aizen's blast would be twice the strength of Lucura's zero without scaling. I don't really scale that way, like based off like assumptions.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm giving like numerical values, like with data is 10 kilometers shit, I can do something with that, but I don't
Yeah.
really scale like
Yeah, that's
from.
the problem. Like the
Uh,
only time I'm pretty sure Jason's some boat that I'll utilize like subjective value is if there's enough evidence to indicate a very high probability of something. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But if there's
like
not, or it's too contentious or too vague, then you just have to unfortunately go with the objective evidence that's available.
yeah, like
So
to calculate the like when I calculated, I'm not gonna give the calculations up, but when I calculated the speed of data C0, there's enough to like at least spitball like like a arbitrary range of how fast it was and why that proves Sasuke wasn't light speed, so that's like doable because you have the 10-kilometer radius and stuff like
yeah.
that. So your booty is heavy duty like diarrhea, Eminem. Yeah, Eminem had some one-liners, bro. Have you seen the Weeaboo versus Noodles debate on Caucus versus Pin? I think I saw some of it. I think he was actually nice to him on that one. I don't think it got like heated. I think I didn't really watch it all, but I saw a little bit, and they weren't like talking shit. It was just like a normal, which is rare for Noodles. Um, uh, but I don't think Weeaboo cared that much, at least from what I heard. Like, he's like whatever, like just debating the debate. But yeah, it seemed cordial, which is rare for him. Um, I've only seen debates. I've seen Noodles in from obviously in their entirety. Obviously the swag ones. I saw the one with six, and I think that's it. The only ones I've seen with Noodles. I think I might have seen another one. Oh, the Arrow one about surf fucking grape his surf bone. Saw that shit too. You got fucking slammed by Arrow Flame in that one. It's not vague. Ichigo stated his robe was indicative of his raised 2 level. Unohana stated his robe was less than half. No, it is vague because all he said is that his robe's ripped. Doesn't say like if there's like proportional to like to his power level or his Ryatsu level. So I don't scale that way because of that. There's a lot of assumptions that have to be made, a lot of speculation.
Yeah.
Favorite Naruto character specific OST. Sasuke's OST when he absorbed Tailed Beast is the best in my opinion. Honestly, I really liked I think it was the Hebi Sasuke OST. It had like that country vibe. That
Yeah.
was a cool, that was a
That's
dope
one.
one. I like that. I like that OST.
There was a lot of good ones. Scene of Disaster, Man of the World.
Yeah, that was dope.
Um,
Uh,
Even the unreleased Kim Maru, the Bone
oh,
guy,
that one was
his
clean.
that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
anime only.
yeah. That was clean
Yeah,
as
that
fuck.
was pretty good. I like that
Yeah.
one. There's
Um,
a lot of good
a lot of good
fucking
ones. I
Naruto
liked
songs, but
yeah, Orochimaru's was cool.
yeah, that was like some
Yeah,
sinister, like
Sinister
creepy type
shit.
vibes.
Pains obviously. I
Yeah.
think guys Pains OST is fucking clean, but
But let's be
um,
real, like the hyped up, the hype OST songs were like it's for like a fight scenario. There was some ones that went hard, like
oh yeah,
when Pain says "Let's go," and he starts running at Six Tails Naruto,
oh
and you
that shit
start
was
hearing that
fire.
song.
Yeah, that shit was
Yeah,
fire.
when you hear in part one, whenever Naruto goes in QB Naruto against Haku for the first time, that's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah, that shit was hard.
There's a lot of good ones, bro.
Yeah, literally. $5 for BT. Appreciate you, brother. Who's the most annoying character to scale or analyze? That's a good question. Naruto wise, maybe like Sasori. Is there so much vagueness? I think
Yeah,
he's
because
above.
he's
Yeah, I think he's above signing. I think he's enough for that, but to really give him like a fair shake is hard. You know?
Yeah, because bare minimum, he is either relative to Sonic, but they're still above him,
Yeah,
or he is above them based upon all the statements, whatever. Because the problem with the story is it's so fucking vague that there's so many like time skips and moments to where it's either his power level is fluctuating, and that's why there's moments where it's kind of implied that he's still below Sonic, but then there's moments where it's shown that he is like blatantly above, you name it. So it's just
yeah,
really weird. Like I think the best way to do it is either like when he's first out and doing things like young, whatever. He's probably more likely below Sonic, which is why like there's certain things that kind of like go that route to emphasize. But then the more time passes in the future, when he's like with that like Kiriko puppet and shit, I think around that point in time he's like just blatantly beyond Sonic. That's the only thing that makes sense with all the statements and stuff.
yeah,
So
exactly. Rewatch the scene. He specifically says his robe and Bankai directly is proportional to Ryatsu. I'll post the. Honestly, don't care that much, but yeah, you can go ahead. Doesn't really matter to me. But
yeah, but
um,
Sasori, he's a weird character because it's literally just two things. Either he's a beyond Sonic based upon statements you name it. It's more likely referring to like the future version of Sasori. Or if that's not the case, then technically you can go feats contradict or whatever. Then therefore he would have to be below Sonic still. But
Yeah.
he's an interesting character.
Yeah,
Like
he's
I don't
a
know.
he's a messy one for sure. And then
Yeah.
maybe like Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball's pretty
And we
direct.
know Data was below Sonic. That's for a
Yeah, he's definitely
fact.
below Sonic for sure.
Yeah.
Sasori is a little more vague. But
But
fucking
Sasori is just interesting because like even Data even held Sasori in a way higher regard. He says, "Oh, he's
yeah,
stronger than me." Blah
stringer than
blah.
me.
You
Yeah,
name it.
yeah,
In
exactly.
him having blatant scaling to Lady Chia, which we know where she correlates to Hanzo, you name it, yada yada. So overall, like if I had to say like the most amount of evidence, and and even empirical evidence, you name it, I would say Sasori should definitely be above Sonic.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
pretty sure you can. There's way more evidence to advocate for that, but
Yeah,
again, it's understandable if you look at other things, especially if you're like including anime, the game, and things like that. So
yeah, exactly. It's more. Yeah, there's definitely more for that side than.
yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely underrated. I'd say that part of the character. But yeah, folks, we got 5 more minutes because of BT. Appreciate the donations, brother. Another 5 minutes because of it. People been hitting the donos, man. I'm staying longer. Got y'all. We got y'all, man. Um, yeah, there is some a meta in general is hard. That's annoying. Is Bleach. Bleach is just so vague, man. Super vague. Like especially early Bleach. Like at least in fucking like in the Thousand Year Blood War or whatever the anime's called. It's fucking like blatant. Like you see multiversal shit happening, universal shit. Like it's more blatant. But wow. Worst fan bases between Drake, Kanye, K. Dot, and Eminem. I've gotten death threats from the Eminem fans. The fuck?
Oh my
Um,
god. Makes sense, Eminem, yeah.
Honestly, dude, the fucking glazing. I'm not obviously I'm a Drake fan, but the amount of fucking Kendrick glazing, bro, fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm be honest. I think Kendrick does take the cake on like, cause like I saw some polls recently where people have Kendrick above Tupac now.
oh come on, no, no,
And
no,
yeah,
no, no,
I don't
no,
know
no.
about all
Yeah,
that.
that's bullshit. The glaze for him has been insane, dude.
Yeah, it's
Like,
been
come on, bro.
crazy.
Like, yeah, he did well. You could argue he beat Drake, but he's fucking. People are saying, oh,
Like,
he's the best ever.
yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up. He's not the
Yeah,
best
that's what I'm
ever,
saying.
bro.
Like, yeah. So I don't know. I think whoever takes the cake was probably Kendrick, because like the
Yeah,
amount that I've seen, like there's things that are understandable, right, or whatever contention. Then you have like things where it's like, whoa, what the fuck, and that's what's kind of
yeah,
happening right now. And it's like, I don't know. Like one thing I'll give props to him is the fact that he did break all of these records and was like the only artist to do so and the
yeah,
fastest to do so. You name it, the whole nine. Like he's doing all this crazy shit. But then at the same time, like, and you can give props to that, right? Because let's be
yeah.
real, how many artists has Drake gone against and they didn't blow up like that or do record,
True.
and things,
Yeah, it's
whatever,
true.
so on and so forth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like at the end of the day, like you can't just be, oh, it was only because of Drake. Like if that was the case, all the other fucking people that wanted clout with Drake, they would have done it, and they didn't. You know what I mean? They're
yeah,
fucking fodder, and they got bitched. So like, Kendrick does deserve credit, but then again, it was in correlation to Drake, though. So it's like it does beg the question where it's like, could Kendrick have actually done that without Drake? And that's where it's like, I don't know, because when he had his recent album, it didn't blow up like that or anything, right? If
yeah,
anything, some people actually thought it was a flop or just thought it was mid. And then when this whole diss thing happened, this rap beef, whatever, don't get me wrong, it was legendary, right? It was some crazy shit. Like we haven't had this type of legendary beef in who knows how long,
long
like
time.
since
Yeah,
Eminem or even Tupac, right? And all that
yeah,
stuff.
literally.
So like that, I get it. But at the same time, all this stuff that he's now accomplishing now, all these new fucking records he's broken that no other rapper has done. Like at the end of the day, you gotta at least have some understanding that it was in correlation to Drake. So that's all I'm saying, bro. And then before this whole rap beef happened, Drake was over here doing it just by concerts and albums. So
Yeah,
that's all I'm getting at.
yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah, it's definitely a conversation when it comes to like, did he actually prop him up? Like, you could argue yes, but then you
exactly,
could argue like K Dot did something that no one else that's beefed with Drake has done.
yeah.
So
Because all the people
uh,
that are beef with Drake, they at all they
like
no, they
Meek
didn't get
Mill,
shit,
like Meek
nothing.
Mill got fucked up, so it kind of makes sense why he disappeared. But like fucking
Yeah.
Pusha T, a lot of people thought he beat Drake, and no one gives a fuck about him now.
No, no, like he didn't even get anything stats wise, nothing. Like
Nothing.
Kendrick is the only one that has gone against Drake and is like over here like fucking breaking records and the fastest number growing and like so on and yada yada yada. Like I have all the pictures saved on my phone. I just have to post it.
Yeah,
So I don't remember everything, but it is pretty crazy because he's the only one that has done that. But then again, you know, the so like again, I'll say to some extent he does deserve credit. I don't think you can just fully take that away from Kendrick because
Yeah.
otherwise everyone else would have done it, right?
Yeah,
But at
exactly.
the
Yeah.
same time, I do think it's a combination between the glaze for Kendrick and then
Yeah, facts.
two again because of Drake being involved.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah, it was Cordial. Weebo came with so much evidence. Noodles responded with Nah Diamond Morph. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Weebo beat him. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I'm sure he did. Rewatch the scene. Okay, just read that. I can't believe Drake's career.
it's not hard to beat fucking Noodles on his fucking
Yeah,
L retarded takes.
if you're,
Like you don't even
uh,
have to be like an insane fucking debater. Like you could be mid tier, and if Noodles is arguing L stance and he's just not supporting enough, and especially if he's being arrogant or underestimating, like
yeah,
I could easily see someone like Weeaboo fucking beating his ass. So
exactly, yeah. Um, where was I? I can't believe Drake's career didn't end with like a sprained ankle. I ain't nothing to play with. That song was heat though, bro.
yeah,
That song you're talking about, Over. That shit is fire. How do you ever take that dude seriously ever again? I mean, he won Artist of the Decade, but yeah.
yeah.
Kanye fans are crazy. They think the Holocaust is funny. Anyone that's Kanye fan is mental. I think that's why he doesn't have too
Yeah,
many fans now.
they're mentally fucked. It's kind of
Uh,
similar to Trump supporters. Anybody that's like that, they're all like fucking retarded. Like, because like there's a distinction between like where there's points and moments of like, okay, I can at least understand what Trump's saying, whatever, blah, blah. Like again, he's very brutal, you
yeah,
know,
it's brutal.
very straightforward, blunt. When it comes to their fans and supporters, they're fucking Down syndrome, like
Yeah, like
fucking
Kanye,
I
to
don't know.
fucking be a fan of Kanye now, you gotta be like anti-Semitic. Like, oh, I
Yeah,
think he,
that there's no comprehension at all. For
like,
Trump, you can at least in some ways try to, make it reason, whatever, blah, blah. But for
yeah,
Kanye, no, absolutely not. And then Trump, his fans are just retarded. Like they
yeah,
make they make Trump look fucking basically retarded. You know what I mean? When
yeah,
at certain points you could be like, okay, he kind of had some logic there or whatever, right?
yeah. Like
So
Trump, at least from like a political standpoint, you can like, you can sort of,
advocate for one, yeah.
advocate for it. But with fucking Kendrick, with the shit Kanye's saying, it's like, what the fuck, bro? What the
This is
fuck is this?
nothing.
But yeah,
Kanye's stupid. His fans are retarded, and then Trump
uh,
again. His fans are just blatant retarded. Like they're the
yeah,
only, like they're the main L of him. So
yeah. Like you need a good conservative to represent him. Like there is good conservatives. But yeah, there's some of them are just like fucking dumb for sure. I think it's a mix of them both. Drake set up the stage, then Kendrick performed. Yeah, it was definitely a little bit of both. Yeah, it wasn't just one or the
yeah,
other.
exactly, and that's all I was
Uh,
saying. I
yeah,
think it's very weird to say though Kendrick he doesn't earn it at all, whatever, blah, blah, and like fuck him, he's ass, and only Drake, and basically he only got it because of Drake. I think that's very weird to say that. But same thing,
yeah,
and to say that Kendrick did it completely on his own, bullshit. Because again,
yeah.
his
Facts.
recent album, like so, like it's a combination of both. If it took him and Drake's involvement,
Yeah,
so.
exactly. They
And,
both.
with the fusion amp of like some Dragon Ball Super
Yeah,
Z along with the Blaze 2, there you go.
yeah.
So
Facts. It literally was a fusion. uh, when did Drake's core fan base turn from black women to angry men spiraling on Twitter? What the
oh my god.
fuck? Honestly, like. It just showed like Kendrick has a lot of fans, but it showed a lot of people that just don't fuck with Drake. They're like happy to see like
Yeah,
him get jumped. Like fuck Drake, you piece of shit. Like bro, yeah,
basically.
you don't like
And
him. That's
not
the
only
thing.
that, a lot of them turned on Drake too. Like, because
Yeah,
you guys got to see it this way: Drake has a way larger audience than fucking Kendrick, numbers
yeah,
wise. You know what I mean? YouTube, you
huge.
name it. So the
Uh,
fact that Kendrick was even winning in the YouTube algorithms, music platforms, all that shit. The fact that he just blew the waters.
yeah,
That is crazy. So I'm sorry, but there had to be a combination of Drake fans betraying that, or turning on
facts.
him.
Yeah,
Because like
it was.
that just makes no sense statistically and numbers wise. That makes no
Yeah,
fucking sense
it
how
doesn't. It's
Kendrick
just
is
like
winning that.
it was like an excuse for like people to like display their hate towards Drake or some shit. It's fucking weird.
Literally.
Uh, the most bizarre thing in the debate was Noodles was arguing that databook stats were relative to a character, not between characters. So like Komaru and Kakashi would both have a 5 out of 5 taijutsu stat. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Relative to the character, not between characters. So like relative to their levels at the time. That is
Yeah,
strange. Yeah.
stats just don't mean shit. I'm gonna be honest with you.
They
Like
don't
from
really mean
Naruto,
shit.
Boruto, it's
Uh,
just it boils down to feats, guys.
yeah,
That's all you can
that's
really
the
focus.
most accurate and like efficient way to scale is their actual fucking feats. You know.
Yeah, because the feats contradict all that bullshit all the time. So.
Like at best it's supplemental. It's not gonna like allow you to
Like,
make a
because
fucking
the way,
argument.
yeah, the way I see it is like either when they're writing those stats, that's either in correlation to something else directly, but unfortunately, since it's vague and they don't, say what it's being more likely to, we have no way to know. So it's, but that's something that would make logical sense. Either that, so whether it's like their base stats or without amplifying their chakra to amp them further, you get what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
it's either
exactly.
that or two, it's a retcon.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
But yeah, folks, we'll stay a couple more minutes again. We'll after that will be a minute, like every dollar is a minute, so we'll do that again. Shout out to Kendrick for and BT for keeping it going. But yeah, a couple more minutes and we'll go back to that. What Naruto character is most likely to be found at a Diddy party? Part one Orochimaru, maybe, or
Oh yeah, it'd be
Jiraiya.
Orochimaru or Don or yeah, no, Jiraiya. Yeah,
That's
actually, yeah,
right.
Jiraiya. Yep,
Oh,
yep.
Danzo? Oh my God. Yeah.
Like to be fair, it depends because like if Jiraiya is there, like because this is the thing, Jiraiya doesn't actually like little kids or whatever. Like that's blatantly a
Yeah,
false
no, no. Yeah, no, it
like
doesn't.
a misconception. People are weird with that shit.
Yeah.
Now, if they had like transformation jutsu though, where they're able to
Yeah.
transform into a grown ass
Yeah.
woman, even though they're then he wouldn't give a fuck. So like that's kind of how Jiraiya works. So like if
Yeah.
Jiraiya was to go to a party and there's a bunch of fucking minors, he's not just gonna dip. He's gonna fuck up Diddy. He's gonna be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'd be like, hell
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Because like
literally.
Jiraiya does have his morals. Like when Itachi fucking genjutsu that one chick and he realized it was bullshit, he goes back and he was fucking pissed. He was like, how fucking dare you genjutsu her, bro? Like he
Yeah,
was
literally.
butthurt.
He was pressed. Yeah, probably
Yeah.
fucking yeah. It would be like Orochimaru from part one
So
or
it'd
some
be it'd
shit.
be like yeah, Orochimaru or Danzo because they're just so mentally fucked in the head. They don't
Yeah,
they have no regard for morality. Like it's not even because they're pedos. It's just they just don't care, right?
yeah. They don't care. Yeah,
So
it'd be like one of the most like sadistic people, like fucking Hedon or some shit.
yeah, yeah,
And
hit on
this,
too. Yep.
yeah, in the Soul Society arc, Ichigo and Kenpachi's final class explosion was
Or
city blocking.
Gara, part one Gara, just there to kill everybody.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, Gara. Yeah, you just kill everybody.
Like, give me
My
blood.
Yeah, literally. Didi would be like, get him the fuck out of my party. Like, what the fuck is this? uh, and the Soul Society arc, Ichigo and Kenpachi's final clash explosion was city block, in my opinion. I don't remember exactly how that went. I'd have to look at it again.
Oh, I could see Itachi being there potentially, like if he was a spy. You know what I mean? If
Yeah,
he
like
just had a like
undercover.
put up with unfortunate, yeah.
He'd be like,
Zabuza and Kasame, I could see them
yeah,
potentially being there
he'd
just
be
for
a
the bag.
perfect, he'd be a perfect
Yeah.
like fucking Homeland Security undercover agent or some shit. Itachi.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he'd
yeah.
be like,
Like he'd be FBI basically,
facts.
Itachi.
He'd be like on the
Building a
other
case.
side. Yeah, he'd be
Yeah.
on the other side of like on the computer trying to like bait a pedo to fucking catch him in the act or some shit. Like,
Literally, bro.
yeah, he'd be
And
like,
then like
bitch.
Kasame and Zabuza, they just be doing it for the bag. Well, Kasame's for loyalty for any reason that he had to be there. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Zabuza's just for the bag. He did
For the
shit just for
bag.
money.
Yeah, facts. He'd do shit for the bag for sure. Fucking, yeah, facts.
Kakuzu
Uh,
too, if there's a bounty there.
oh yeah, yeah. If they're like, hey, pay me the right money, I'll do it. Literally. He'd be like fucking. He'd be like a fucking a hit for
Imagine there's a
hire.
bounty for like a kid in the fucking party, and then Kakuzu's like, all right, say less.
Like, hey,
It's
fuck
Kakuzu.
it. Jiraiya saying that Naruto has a sexy body, a mistranslation. I always thought the line was creepy. Is it mistranslation? I mean, I'd have to go read the fucking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
Uh,
about. Yeah, I don't know about
uh,
that.
just joined. You talked about JJK. Yeah, I basically said that I don't care what people say. It's never Gojo over, ever, because he's the
Never.
goat. Never, man. I don't give a fuck
I'm
if.
sorry, but he made JJK. Without
Yeah,
Gojo,
facts. Without
it would have been
Gojo, man.
mid or it would have been average. I'm
He
not even
carried
joking.
for so long. I don't give a damn,
Carried
man.
hard.
He's the
He set
fucking
everything
goat.
up. He
Yeah.
inspired everything, which then eventually corresponds to Toji. Like he was
Toji.
literally like the building blocks for JJK Gojo.
Literally. I
Like
mean, he
it's
literally fucking trained Yuji and Yuta and all those fucking
yeah,
dudes, man. Like, without
yeah.
him, they wouldn't be shit. Like, he's
Like
the guy, and
him, Toji, Sukuna, like
Toji.
literally the three building blocks.
Yeah, literally, those three are like the building blocks of this shit. They're those guys. I mean, people could say, "Oh, you're a glazer." Like, it is what it is, man. He's the goat. So it is what it is.
Everybody
Uh,
says it too. Like the majority, you
yeah,
name it, like they only got into it because of Gojo.
yeah, facts. Like he's
Like,
the like fucking people don't even know anime thinks he's lit. 'Cause they see like a clip of him or some shit.
yeah,
Like, this guy's lit as fuck. Like he's goated. So
Like my girlfriend, she's not an anime fan or whatever, blah blah. She's extremely picky to the point where like if it doesn't hit right, she doesn't give a fuck about it. It's like, no, I'm not watching it. But
yeah.
yet, like Naruto, she did, and then Gojo, she did it because again, Gojo. Like she don't
Yeah,
even like
literally,
anime,
dude. Yeah.
So
Like even on
fucking
fucking TikTok and like those like immediate gratification apps, like people know Gojo just from fucking like whether it's like a gym fucking reel or some lit shit, like they just know him from
yeah.
there. Like he's fucking lit, man. Kind of like Goku and shit. Like he has like that kind of effect, you know.
Yeah.
Um, would Madara's plan to manipulate Obito have failed if not for Kabuto reviving him because Obito had no intention of reviving him. He was gonna do the Infinite Tsukuyomi without him. Um,
The only way that could happen is if Obito beats Kabuto, which I do think he would have beat him.
yeah.
But that's the only way.
Yeah, like his plan to manipulate Obito had failed. Technically, him doing the Infinite Tsukuyomi was his plan. So I mean, he
Yeah.
still would have been even with him being dead. He's still doing
So
what
yeah,
he
that's not
wanted.
failing yet because he's doing what
Uh,
Madara wanted anyways. Yeah.
yeah. So technically, no, I guess not. Unless he
Like
gets talked to.
if you're referring to like who accomplishes Infinite
Yeah, who
Tsukuyomi, then
accomplishes it?
yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah.
unless fucking Naruto talked no juices to him because Madara's not there or some shit. But that's
Yeah,
about
because
it.
that's the way I see it. Like the way I basically
Uh,
see it is, even if Madara wasn't there, what probably would happen is Kabuto gets dealt with either the same way by Itachi, right, or
yeah,
Obito kills him, or Naruto ends up killing him. One way or another, Kabuto's getting dealt by somebody, right?
yeah,
That's basically the way I see it. And then it'll bowl back all over again to fucking Obito versus Naruto, and he'll just get talking to Jutsu. That's all it's gonna fucking
literally.
be, you
Yeah,
know.
but yeah,
Or he would just die, or he would fucking die because of Kakashi's combo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll go about 2 more minutes before we depart. Unless someone donates, and we'll stay for whatever amount that is. So yeah, about 2 more minutes. Um, but yeah, man, the Gojo is just man. He's that guy. It's just that simple, man. I don't give a shit if people say I'm glazing. Like, he's the goat, bro. It's that simple. Um, but yeah, Madara he had his claws into Obito even when he was gone. He wasn't even alive anymore, you know. So it wasn't until he met Naruto and started like doubting shit where that shit changed, you know. So before that, he was gonna do it, you know. No one could really stop him. But yeah, folks, any final questions? Again, unless someone donates, we'll stay longer. Um, any questions at all, folks? This is what I'll say though, as far as the K. Dot Drake shit, I hope Drake or K Dot at least drop one more. But we'll see. I don't know. I've heard that they might, but it could be
If
over.
anyone's getting dropped, it'd be K-Dot. It makes
Yeah.
no sense for Drake because Drake made it very clear he's done. Like he's burnt
Yeah.
out. He don't care. You know, he's also getting like really annoyed of all like the drama and
All the
bullshit
pedo
now.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of get it. Like it might have run its course, and just
yeah.
let it
So like,
sit
if
now. But
anyone's gonna drop, it would only be K-Dot, and really, he really
it's been a
doesn't need to do
while.
anything more. Yeah,
Uh,
like all he would really do, it would just be more of like another troll song, just like poke the bear, basically. That's about it, you know.
yeah, facts. I gotta head out, but have a good rest of y'all night. I appreciate you, BT. Appreciate the donos, by the way, brother.
Yeah.
So if it's Kenny in Gojo's body and he does what he did to Mahito to Sukuna, wouldn't that be one of the biggest twists in manga? Would it be good? Um, I think that would be kind of a stretch. Like I'd rather see Yuji defeat him, but I mean, it'd be okay. Uh, are Shinobi and Batman going to be in the webcam stream? So what Shinobi, he's still deciding. I think he wants to wait until he gets 100 subs or someone like donates to
Yeah, he
him.
wants to incentivize like so this
Yeah,
way basically it's a mixture of Jay's audience, my audience, which is mainly consists of Jay and Six and a couple others, but
yeah,
what's it called? It's in correlation and combined with our two audiences. He wants to kind of we got to double check with him. Either he'll be down to do it regardless or if he'll incentivize it to where as long as you
yeah,
guys sub to his thing and support whatever blah blah, then he'll be willing to do it or whatever, you know.
yeah. Facts. Like
Worst
me and
case, it could always just be me and Jay for now, you
yeah,
know,
it'll be
and
me.
then you know,
Yeah,
you
he'll
know,
still be, but he just won't have his camera on yet until you guys like
yeah,
get him to 100 subs and shit. So. But yeah, folks, I think it's gonna wrap it up. The webcam streams will start either next week or the week after. We're gonna double check with Shinobi what he wants to do. Either way, like we're still gonna do it. Like Batman said, well, this Shinobi just won't be showing himself yet. He'll still be like mystery. That mystery will still be there. So, but yeah, folks, this is a pretty lit stream. Appreciate you guys thinking of more ideas for you guys, content wise, stream wise. Apparently we might even get sponsored by again. Shout out to the boy Prodigy. He's apparently he's gonna sponsor vids for both of us, Dragon Ball vid and then JJK vid. So stay tuned for
Yeah.
that. That might be coming soon. He said he's gonna hook that up for you guys, and shout out to him. We're gonna shout him out at the beginning of the video and make sure
Oh,
that he's the guy
uh,
gets sponsored.
another thing too, there I do want to have a video that I want to do on my channel that I'm still thinking about, but
Yeah,
a video that I want to do together with Jade, and I'd rather it be on his channel because I feel like it would blow up way more.
yeah.
If he's also wanted to do it too, it should be the Batman versus Naruto, but hands only,
Yeah,
because
that's a
that
good
that
idea.
video, yeah, that video has never been done. There was one that was done like that Six did, but it was mainly just talking about why he has the best hands.
Oh
And then
yeah,
and there was another one where it was Naruto versus Goku hands only.
yeah,
And then there was another one that Seth did where it was Batman versus Goku hands only. So,
yeah,
but instead of that, it would be Batman versus Naruto because nobody has done that. So,
yeah. That's actually a good idea. Like that
yeah,
we're definitely like shout out to TG because I think he's the most innovative guy out there. We're trying to be innovative, with the content, just
yeah.
different stuff, different kind of content, trying to like really, you
Oh,
know.
that's the video I was gonna do with Jam. My thing was if Tobarama's a Ken victim.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would be just like fucking
It's funny to
slandering
talk
him.
about.
Yeah, that would just
Literally.
be funny. Like that's the type of shit just to stir the pot.
Like, don't get me wrong, we're gonna obviously be objective. We're not gonna be like
Yeah, yeah,
dishonest or biased or any of that. We're always transparent, but
yeah,
we'll obviously provide all the statements, you name it, feats, whatever. But no, but it's in a nutshell. Jay's not wrong either. It's gonna mainly be slandering because I'm sorry, he's just fucking
yeah.
ass.
Yeah, he is.
So
But yeah, folks, there's a lot of stuff coming for sure. And if any of you guys would ever want to sponsor, you could hit any of us up on Discord and let us know what video you guys would like, because we'll do that. Like Prodigy is gonna be the first one to sponsor one of our vids and stuff. So
yeah,
yeah, look forward to some stuff, folks. We also got some podcast stuff, collabs, obviously the webcam thing. But yeah, folks, we hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time, folks. Appreciate you guys coming out. And again, make sure to hit the like button, and we'll see you next time, folks. Stay classy.
peace.